Good morning, my wonderful people. Good morning, and happy new month. Honestly, my heart bleeds when I upload some videos. This is actually an international program trying to hear from people from Obigbo. It is unbelievable what Wike and the Fulani military are doing to our people. The level of massacre, the level of killing, the level of brutality, and untold hardship that our people are passing through, you will not believe it. But then it is real. Wike is indeed Adolfus Hitler and he's posing, but I know it will boomerang. Wike will suffer. His children will have no peace unless they will continue to work with security men. Just listen.
Comment section. It is pinned at the page on your device. The link is pinned at the bottom of the page. If you look at your device, it's pinned there. You can use that link to join us live and speak. We're only going to be here for about half an hour in this first part. And we ask that you please turn your camera on, but if you choose to have your camera off, totally understandable. However, we do ask that you are properly dressed. This is an international platform. You don't know who's going to watch this. Please appear presentable for camera, please. And get on and let's have this conversation. Thank you.
Hello.
Good evening.
Yeah, good evening.
Hi.
Happy Sunday and happy new month.
Thank you.
Yeah. So about the issue in Rivers State, Wike have always, most of our leaders, they don't really have sympathy for human beings. Once they're in power, they believe they can kill and go away with it and nothing will happen. Imagine where somebody will send troops to be killing his following citizens, his following people without any feelings that these people are human beings, they breathe like him, killing lives he never creates. And if you see him talking on microphone, he's talking with power, with confidence, not that nothing will happen to him. I know all this hatred is because of we all know this, that we the Igbos, we never loved in Nigeria. And if you check if you check about the background of Nelson Wike, you will see very well that maybe during the war, maybe Wike family were the part of the people who seized the property of the Igbos. So that's why sometimes for most of our people who are agitating for Biafra and Niger Delta to be part of Biafra, I keep telling them, if we want to go as a nation, let's just go the 5 eastern states. A River State person does not love an Igbo man. Mostly, the Ikwere people, they are Igbo, but they will never accept to see you as their brother or sisters because of what happened during the abandoned property. They seize the property of the Igbo people. I don't know if you understand what I mean. So, Nelson Wike have been showing all this, the way his target is Igbos. Because if he's talking about the police station that were born, police stations were born all over the country, not just in River State. So why is he not saying that it's the IPOB not holding hand there and be killing Igbo people in River State? There's not saying that it's the born police station, they keep police. Police have been killing people. How many times have Wike come to give the family of the people police have been killing money? So why is Wike not trying to see, maybe because he's earning a higher post, he want to be a vice president, or want to be a president, he's not trying to maybe like trying to please his godfather or all those people, or to betray his own people. No matter what, we are brothers. An Igbo man have nothing against an Ikwere man, but they are the one who have so much hatred for our people. I grew up in River State. I live in River State. I school in River State. My secondary school was in River State. An Ikwere man does not like love and it does not like an Igbo man for any reason. They will condemn you every day out of jealousy and enviness. And based on because of the Igbo property they seized during the war. You understand? Because during the war, even Yoruba people did not seize Igbo property. Even Hausa people did not seize Igbo people property. It was the Ikwere people that seized an Igbo people property more than any other tribe in Nigeria. So because of that, they will never like you. And they will always condemn you to make sure that I go in Rivers, I know what I'm talking about. I'm not a stranger.
Let's take other callers, but I thank you for this input.
All right. Thank
The
you.
line is getting packed. Thank you. Hello, Mohammed. How are you?
Yeah, hello.
Good evening. And where are you calling from?
Calling from Kwara State, Nigeria.
Good. What are your views on what's going on in River State?
What's currently going on in Rivers is a typical of what is happening everywhere in Nigeria. Nigeria, as a nation state, as we are meant to be, we don't have virtually anything in common. So we are just what I can call a marriage of inconveniences. They just marry all of us together. We are never we can never be the same. We are not the same. So that differences is always aligned with all that we do here in Nigeria. So basically, what is going on in River State is all that I can is everywhere in Nigeria. In Yoruba man, even in the South South, you say you are not from Ibadan state, you are not an Ijebu man, you are not from Ekiti state. You can say all of this, even as as we all call ourselves Yorubas, we still have differences. The so-called Kwara, I'm from Kwara State. In Kwara State, we have different tribes. That we have Kwara North, Kwara South, Kwara Central. The Central, they will think they are the superior. The so-called Kwara Northerners they are basically no peace. All of these happen because of this little thing, this marriage of inconveniences. That is what is happening everywhere in Nigeria. It's not peculiar to only River State alone, but River State is just what we are dealing with at the moment. So I can see the overbearing on the side of the governor is just using his position to override the evils. So that's all I can say basically.
Thank you, Mohammed. Thank you.
Yeah,
Look forward to having you again on the program. Thank you for sharing your
thank
views.
you are most welcome.
Good night, my brother. Interesting one from Mohammed. All right. And if you are from Ikwere, would like to have you on, please come on and give us your perspective. Hello, Nama. Good evening.
Good evening. Good
I'm
evening.
always happy whenever I see a woman on this platform. So thank you for calling in.
Thank you very much. I'm calling from Oyibo,
Ah,
precisely.
welcome. Oh, welcome. If I had wine, I would give you. If I had a drink, I would give you. So welcome. Tell us what
Uh,
is going on.
it's not what is going on here in Oyibo is barbaric. The military marching into people's homes, door to door, marching out innocent boys, young boys at the age of 25, 2019. Killing them, shooting. And we have been under coffee, no water, no light, no source of livelihood, no food. The military, the gunshots, the jets hovering everywhere is so scary. And there's children. The killing, in fact, is too much. You see, today
What
is
is
a
the
bit
offense
calm.
of these people? What is their offense? Are they just going randomly, or is there a particular area
The,
that they
the
suspect that
governor,
these
the
men are targeting?
governor is just being wicked here. The governor is just being wicked here. This NSAS protest was conducted in so many states in this country. You understand? So many police stations were being burnt. He just came because he has been seizing some part he has been stealing some land, from the Igbos, like the Ikoku, where the Igbos do have their spare parts businesses. He sees them. That place is under curfew now. You understand? And here, Obigbo, in Obigbo, precisely, is where the Igbos dominate. Most of the land here belongs to the Igbos. Now, he wants forcefully, he's just targeting that is the IPOPs. Meanwhile, there's nothing like that here. There was no IPOP. You and I know that when IPOP, well, the Biafra people comes out for their protests and whatever, they normally use their flag with their banners. You will know they are the ones, and they are ready to die. But in this case, the River State, the Igbos, all the tribes, the Calabars here, everybody joined in this protest. So I didn't see the reason why this governor will target the Igbo areas. You know, like the Igbo businesses, and there's a place they call Yam Zone. The
Mhm.
Awusas there, they burnt the Igbo people businesses there, killed some Igbo men there, and the governor didn't say anything about it. So this Oyibo, just the police station, is just a police station being burnt here, and he locked us up for going to, on Tuesday night is going to make it 2 weeks, 24 hours curfew. There's no water supply, no good roads. The presence of the governor is not being felt here in Oyibo. I can't see the reason why. And these people died for him. They took blood for him to make sure he went in for the second time. When the PDP and the APC, the Ikweres, they slashed their votes. But the Igbos took all those things, took the bullet and gave them their votes. Now he's just punishing us. We are about 60 here.
Okay. I know the line is freezing, but we're
Just
please
this
hang
room
tight.
telling you.
Okay. Okay. Go ahead. We're sorry. We know that the line is freezing. If this cuts off, we don't know if it's the network that's going on,
No,
but yeah, the line is okay. We lost her there, but I hope that you'll call. So my sister, please get back on. If we see you, yeah, we just lost connection. Oh, okay, great. We have you on here.
okay.
Don't cry.
We can't even go look for fuel to buy water. Like for me, for the past 4 days now, I can't take my bath. When we want to defecate, we have to dig.
Okay, the line is cutting. The line is freezing. But if you can hear me, Noma, if you can hear me, if this line cuts off, two things. Please reconnect. If you're unable to do so, please send me an inbox immediately. Please send me an inbox immediately. I don't have, or leave a comment on the, we can't find you. There are over 500,000 people on here. Please, if you can hear me, reconnect. If you cannot reconnect, please send an inbox message immediately so that we can get you on. The line is stalling. Whatever we can do to help, we can help. I'm sure there are a lot of us in diaspora who can come together and assist. Okay. The line is stalling. There's a lag. If you can hear, we just had a caller from the community. And Norma, if you are still on here, we ask that you please connect. Even if there is a line, the room is packed, but once we get you on, once we see you on here, we'll get you on right away because you need to finish this. I need to connect with you. I need you to please send us an inbox and please send your number via inbox immediately. Thank you. Hello, Nixon. Good evening.
Hey, good evening. How you doing today?
Great, thank you. Please, we ask that you just go in. We're trying to clear out the calls. because we want to. Well, let us know where you're calling from. But you are, you know, let us know where you're calling from. We just had a very, very, very passionate call, and
Yeah,
that has shattered our evening.
I actually was looking at, was listening to the lady that called right now.
Yeah. And
Um,
let me make this announcement, please. And if you are watching this, please, I call on everyone. If you're from River State, in diaspora, wherever you are, we don't have, we are a community. We're not asking for anything, but if you hear people and if you want to assist in any way, that lady who just called, if you know her or if you saw her comment in the comment section, I really want to reach her. We need to help. Whatever we can do to help these people, please. We need to reach out. So if you can, if it's $10, $5, $2, $3, whatever we can do to help these people, we have to help them because she speaks for herself. She speaks for others too, who are not able to speak, and there are also children in that community as well. So if you're touched to help in any way possible, if you can send food to them, if you can send water to them, there is a curfew. I don't know why. If you can send money into their accounts, do that. Whatever we can do, let's do. This is not entertainment. This is not an entertainment show. We're not having this conversation to entertain people, to hear and be going. Nah, this is a Sunday. But please, as you're hearing these things, please use your church mind, use your Salah mind, use your whatever mind to please help people in need. 500 naira, 1,000 naira. Let's get together and help those people. We have to do something. Citizens Forum is not just for sure. I don't have the time to sit down here and just be getting. No, we have to make a move. Let's go to you, Nixon.
First of all, I want to thank you so much for what you're doing,
Thank
for
you.
creating awareness for what's going on in Obigbo. I'm from River State. My mom is from River State, and my dad is from Imo State. So I'm 50% Rivers, 50% Imo. I'm calling from Canada. I've been in Canada here for about 20 years. When I look at what's going on in Nigeria for the past, especially since Buhari came into power, when you travel on the road and you see a roadside kill, like animals that are being killed on the road by cars, nobody cares about those animals. They just sweep them on the road and throw them away. That is what the life of a young Igbo boy is worth in Nigeria. Right now, that's what the life of a young Igbo boy is worth in Nigeria. What our women, the Igbos, what our women carry in our womb is worthless right now in Nigeria. The Nigerian government doesn't care about the Igbo boy, nothing. The Nigerian governors doesn't care about the Igbo boys. Imagine Wike, for what? 2 weeks, you put people on lockdown for 2 weeks, no food, no water. The women there, what about sanitary pads for them and stuff like that? You don't care about all these things.
For a woman to come on here and cry, probably a lady like this to come on, we don't know how many other children. What about women with children?
Yes,
who don't have food
outside Nigeria. Wike's children are outside Nigeria probably. And look at the way he's behaving to women. So I really don't blame him. I blame the Igbo leaders, the Igbo elites. But
where are the people? And I hate to use it because I hate to use that, but I use him because I know that he was a former deputy senate president. But I believe that he has a heart, and I really want to use this platform. If you know any leader,
and talk about this
calling them out. Let's call them out.
Should come out. If not for Fani Kayode that came out to talk about this thing today, if not for Fani Kayode and you that came out to talk about this thing, who else has been talking about it? Even the guy from Abaribe has not come out to talk about it. We've not seen him. No Igbo elite has come out to talk about it. Onyeka Wenu, Ezekwesiri, Obi Ezekwesiri, all of them, blockheads, all of them. The Igbo boy, the life of an Igbo boy is worth nothing. The roadside kill, when you pass and you drive your car, and you pass on the road, the roadside kill is worse than an Igbo boy, because when the Igbo boy dies, they don't see the body. But at least when the car hits an animal on the road, you see the body of the animal. But Igbo boys, you don't see their body. It's a shame. It's a shame in Nigeria. And before I go, just 1 minute, let me tell you what we are losing in Nigeria. I was born in Lagos. I grew up in a street called Babatunde. In that street, just the next house from my house, the man living there, 8 children, 4 boys, 4 girls. My street, we've got little boys and little girls there as well. First child of this man is in the US right now studying pharmacy. I mean, she has graduated. She's actually practicing pharmacy. Second child, a lady, is a lawyer in America. The third, a microbiologist, also in America. The fourth, a biochemist in America. The fifth, a pharmacist in America. The sixth, a pharmacist in America. The seventh, a doctor in America. The eighth, an engineer in America. All these kids, all Igbo kids. I have been in Canada here 20 years now, nuclear medicine. My younger sister, a nurse in also Canada here as well. Just 2 compounds, 10 children outside, Igbo children outside, studying professional courses and also practicing in America and Canada here. That's what we are losing. And instead, what we are doing in Nigeria is talk about tribe or tribe. I don't get it. I don't get it. These guys are.
We had a caller from Kwara State, and what he said was that the same issues we complain about in River State is also the same that's happening in Kwara. In Kwara, it's all over the country. But what we are talking about today is what we're dealing with now, whether it's Oyigbo or Obigbo or whatever it is. The issue on ground is something that has to be condemned.
Thank you.
The lady who called in, Norma, I really wish that we can get her back on. I really want to get her back on so she finishes what she's done. I mean, this lady made a passionate appeal, and we would love to have her speak more on what is going on. And again, if we have any way we can to support these people, we're going to find her. We're really going to find her. I wish there's a way we can actually track people who called in. If we're going to find it and see how we can
so much
help.
for what you're doing.
So if you're in diaspora and you would like to make a commitment towards helping, whatever we can send towards her, please send an inbox. And that way, when we put out something on the page, if she reaches out, we can get something into. There has to be a way. I'm sure there has to. And if you're in Port Harcourt, if you're in River State, and you know what's going on, please help us, guide us, because I'm in diaspora, but I'm sure that there is a workable way in the system. Something has to, I mean, I don't believe that we need more clarity. So if you're on ground there, please let us know how we can help. Is there a time? Is it a lockdown, like 24 hours straight up? Is there a time frame that they can go out? What can they do? How can they cope? This lady is saying that she hasn't had her bath for how many days or so. Is there a time frame that they can, what can they do? So we need more clarity. Give us share, you can put it out there publicly or send us an inbox message on how we can help people on ground. And again, I'm reaching out to all of you out here on this platform. If you want to help, please let us know how you can help so we can, not just talk here. We can make action happen. Okay. So I want to say thank you, Nixon, for sharing your perspective. Let's take all the calls. Hello, Kanu. How are you? Where are you calling from?
Hello. Good evening.
Good evening. Oh, I'm calling sorry. I have to take her. Hello, Nama. Okay, we just had Nama. Nama is joining us. She was a lady who had made who had spoken to us here, and I think we're gonna just let her connect. Hello, Nama. We cannot see you. We hope that you're. I think it's a signal problem here, but let's see if she can. Let's give it a bit to see if she can come on. Okay, Nama, your camera isn't turning on. We don't have audio from you either. Could you please Exit out and try to come back in. If you can hear me, just exit out and try to come back in. Let me take you off and then you can try to come back in, okay? Okay. So we're gonna, I think it was, we had a Kano on. So Kano, we're gonna keep you on briefly, but if Nama gets back on, I'm gonna have to take you off because we really need to hear from her, okay? Acidi Hots, we need to hear from her. Okay, we lost that one too. Oh, let's see.
Oh,
Hello. Hello, Bryce. How are
hello.
you?
I'm doing great. Thank you very much, Joy. Like I said, I love what you're doing, and thank you for your effort.
Thank
For
you.
every other person, my name is Bright. I'm calling from Ecuador. First of all, I am very, very, very mad. I am very appalled at what's happening. I don't think this is done in an in a sane society. I don't really want to think of what the crimes of these people have been. I just think it's unacceptable. You can't go about killing people just like that. You can't go about taking away people's rights to breathe, because that's literally what the governor or whoever is doing that is doing. You're taking away people's right to breathe, to move about safely, to move about without causing trouble. So I think it's uncalled for. You know, I want to appeal to everybody watching this. I want to appeal to everybody. Look, I think yesterday or so I was watching a live show that I think Fowles and Aisha Yusufa, I think they organized something called We Move Niger or so. And there were some points that Aisha Yusufa made mention, which one of them that stood out for me is that of empathy. I think that is really what was missing out of our Nigerian political context and also the society at large. We're missing empathy. And this is what I want to appeal to everyone. Please, let's not be blinded. This is not tribal. This is not tribal. No matter how much you want this to be every other person against the evils, that's a pure lie. This is a battle between good and evil. Because believe you me, I mean, if it's very possible that an Igbo person might do the same thing to another tribe. It's very possible. Of course, no. Of course, yes. The point we should be looking at is how can we elect people who are empathetic, people who sympathize with others? How can we elect human beings? Because what Governor Wike is doing is just insane. This is abuse of power. Another thing that Aisha Yusufa made mention that I really want us to reflect on is that power of oneness. Where's everybody? Why ain't we all talking about this? The same thing happened when they took the shite. Nobody said anything because, oh, I'm not a Muslim. Oh, it's from the north. Man, like, I think we need to wake up. We need to wake up. You could be the next person. I'm not safe. I don't think you are either. It could be any of us. We need to wake up. It's a constant awakening. It's not just today and then the next day we'll forget about it. No, we need to wake up, guys. I really, really feel that we can begin to elect people who are empathetic, people who really have the heart of humans, not just the heart of animals. What Governor Wike is doing is very bad, is evil. And we should all speak out again. We should speak up against this because it's uncalled for. Whatever his reason is, whatever his reasons might be, it's uncalled for. I mean, I'm very, very like I said again, appalled at what's happening, and I really hope that, like you said before, we can all find a way to help people back there to see how we can help them, come out of this and not just talk without any action.
Certainly. We're going to think of ways that we can get together. Because I don't know, we're hopefully when we get up this live stream, we can have, hopefully the inbox will take time to go through and see if people have reached out or people have left comments. That way we can see how we can galvanize support. Whatever donation, it has to be transparent. I'll prefer to just do it live, just do it publicly here. If we're getting money together, let's do it publicly. We're raising money, let's just do it open here. And we'll have somebody on ground who can coordinate it for them back there, whatever we're raising in diaspora, whatever we're raising. However, even if it's no matter how small, we need to help as many as we can help, whatever we can do. because people are suffering. I really want to. I'm hoping this lady will come back on before we end this live stream. We have about a few more minutes to go. That's why I want to take more as much. We have a few callers waiting, but let's see what we can do to help these people. There's power in crowdfunding. Whatever we can help. These are people who haven't had their shower for weeks. Let's talk about the children, babies, newborns. Let's not take them out of consideration. Okay, nursing mothers. Okay, people who need medications, sickle cell patients, so we cannot turn our back. So when these people are in office, they seem to forget that there are people who are on life support, who are terminally ill, people who don't have water, drinking water. I don't know when you tuned into this program.
This is plain evil. Yes, I started with you. This is plain evil. I don't care. You started by saying that the US government sent in everything they had to rescue just one citizen who is not even connected to it. Didn't have anything to do with religion or political affiliation. This is plain evil. This is my own take on the political happenings in Nigeria. For every single soul that is lost, whoever that is responsible must be held accountable. You cannot take anybody's life. You cannot. I repeat it. Even the judge that is out there making out judgment, he or she is not perfect. None of us is perfect. The police officer is not perfect. The governor is not perfect. If everybody should be held accountable or accountable for every single sin you commit, then we don't deserve to be here. It's just it's uncalled for, really. I'm just appalled. I don't know if I'm expressing it properly, but
well, you are. But let's take all the other calls so that we can end the show hopefully soon enough. But thank you for this, Bright. Always nice to have you on here. Okay, thank you. Hello, Matthew. How are you?
I'm fine, Jerry.
Good evening and happy Sunday.
Same to you, and happy new month to you.
Thank you. Your thoughts, please. Great.
Nigeria. Our problem is, can I say we don't have leaders that have blood of human being flowing in their vein. If we have such people that have human feeling, they will know that everybody is equal. In this, we are all equal, have equal right in this country as a citizen. Nobody should take anybody's life. Just like when I saw a news about the US government sending a soldier to rescue one life. If it is Nigeria, they don't even care for 1 million life. So killing people
that has to stop. Right. That has to stop. Yeah, that has to stop. But it's everywhere. We had a caller from Kwara State who said that the same thing that was happening in River State was the same thing that was happening to where he was. But what we now want to do is not just talk. I think we want to now start with action. I want us to think of ways to move forward beyond just talking here. How can we get help? And not just in River State. If it's happening in Borno State, if it's happening in Katsina, if it's happening in Ogun State, I think that we want to use this platform to help our own. It could be anybody. That is how we form unity. That's how we really should grow. It's not, but I think that this is a very pathetic situation, and we as a people should start coming together. That is how we can get the change that we seek. Really, not because it's starting from River State, no, but any part of the country, wherever this happens, we all should rally together and support our own. We say we are the generation, we are the people that are going to change the narrative. We have to support our own. So thank you, Mr. Matthew. It's a very depressing day with all the stories, but always pleasure, always nice to have you on here. And I'm looking forward to connecting with you again.
No problem.
Thank you. Regards to your family.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Okay. We have Chimike calling. We don't see your okay, Chimike, we don't see you on camera for some reason. Chimike, we don't see you on camera. Could you exit out and come right back in? Your camera is blank, so we'll move on to the next call, please. Let's see, Nelson, you're next. Hello, Nelson.
Yeah, hi Joy, how you doing? Good to see you again.
Thank you. Good to see you too. How are we, and what are your thoughts on what's going on in River State? Your thoughts, please.
Yeah, how are you doing today?
Very well.
Joy is very pathetic. I am sad because right now I was born in Obigbo. My parents live in Obigbo. As I speak to you now, I have an auntie whose blood sugar is very low but cannot be taken to the hospital. What do? I don't understand. IPOB is not speaking on behalf of all the Igbos. They are a fraction of people. This doesn't make no sense. People are dying.
From your auntie's perspective, the whole place is, even they can't even get access to health care. Is that what you're implying?
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Are you implying that people are unable to get access to health care?
Exactly. I just get off the phone with my mother, with my kid brother, and with my cousins living in Obigbo. I spent all my life living in Obigbo. I don't understand this. You're going to deny people access to live because of what fraction of people has done? We're even talking about sending them money. I have sent countless of money. They don't have access to the bank. This is crazy. Life matters no longer in Nigeria. They kill without any sense of responsibility. This doesn't make no sense. I got like 3 of my cousins now. They can't find them. We don't know if they are alive. They went to work, coming back home. They didn't see them. And we have a government. This has been going on for almost 10 days now. My mother had to run away from Obigbo to Aba. She got back 3 days ago. The problem is still there.
How long have your cousins been missing? Did you get that?
So my point is,
how long have your cousins been missing?
For 3 days now, we have not found them. We don't know if they are alive. We don't know what the problem is. We can't even understand. This is crazy. And we have a government. We have a governor. I have been in Obigbo for all my life before I moved. There have not been presence of governance in Obigbo. From Rufus Ada George, Peter Odele, we have what is Amechi, now Wike, all the governor is an abandoned place. People don't have access to health care. People don't have access to good room.
Yeah, but why do you think that's so? If Ada George has been, God, I remember when Ada George was governor. So why do you think that successive governors have abandoned that community?
That is the negligence of leadership in Nigeria. Whatever reason it is kind of a suburb in Rivers State. Those people nobody do anything for them. They only see the governors during the campaign. After the campaign, they don't see them till after 4 years. Okay, they have not been saying anything. They've been struggling on their own. You got the young ones who don't have a job to do. They have to do something for themselves to survive. You got our mothers who had to go out to hawk. We are like their life insurance. We have to work to take care of them. They pay their taxes. Government is making money from them, and nobody is doing anything about it. Nobody. This has been going on as much as I know I was born in that town. They don't have road. I was there last December. It took me almost 2 hours from Port Harcourt main time to Obigbo. That should have been 15 minutes. This doesn't make no sense. Whenever there is a massacre, genocide against the Igbos is being neglected. It becomes business as usual. The governor is talking about 20 million for any IPOB member. IPOB is not speaking on behalf of the Igbos. I am an Igbo man. The soldiers that ran into somebody's home that they're talking about, ran into my cousin's house, they burnt his house, he's battling with his life, with a machete cut on his head. He's an Igbo man. I mean, this doesn't make no sense. People are dying every day. Nobody's saying anything about it. They have a young ones, about 60 people missing and killed. This doesn't, I mean, I don't understand. Then I'm about to lose my auntie because she can't get access to the hospital.
Private hospitals don't have anything in place where nurses can make house visits, or doctors can make house visits.
Joy, as I speak to you right now, the information my brother gave to me is that the soldiers keep shooting sporadically with no reason, scare people away. They can't even come out. As I speak to me, my mother went to sleep, locked her door as early as 5 o'clock. Is that a life to live? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? What kind of life is this? Is it a cost to be a Nigerian? We have lost one of our property. They burned it down. Family business destroyed. And we have a government not doing anything about it. This doesn't make no sense. If you don't want people to leave, let them go. You don't want them to leave, you don't want to let them go. What are we living for?
No, I'm reading in the comment section. It's a 24 hours curfew for about 10 days straight. So for those who are just tuning in to us or into this whole thing now, it's been a 10-day straight curfew for 24 hours in River State in Obigbo. I'm being corrected. It's Obigbo, not Obigbo. So 10 days straight, we've had people. I'm still trying to get through to Unoma. Unoma was our caller, the lady who called in, made a very passionate call. If she calls, and I don't care if I'm speaking with Buhari on this call, I will kick anybody out just to get her back on. She's someone who we need. I'm very sorry, Nelson. You're one of our regulars on here. I'm very sorry. You're almost in tears again. For a man to almost break down here, I almost feel like crying here too. I'm sorry. And my heart goes out to your family. I sympathize with you. I empathize with you. And I pray that God just sends his healing hands to your aunt, to touch your aunt, really, because I don't know. I don't know. I honestly don't know what to say. I don't know. This is beyond journalism. This is now where humanity steps in. I don't know what to say. I'm sorry. I'm sorry that the country has failed you, your aunt, us. I'm sorry. That's the most I can say here. But we have to do beyond talking. And this is for everybody else who is listening. We have 1,400 and something people on here. Please, we have to do more. I'm sorry. This is heartbreaking. And it hurts when we are helpless. This is not a military dispensation. This is a democracy. This is supposed to be a democracy. I'm truly sorry. I don't know what to say. If people cannot get access to healthcare, people cannot get access. We don't know what is the way forward, and what do we do? That is all I'm asking. I don't know what to say at this point, to be very honest with you. I think that we need to bring in
Joy,
awareness.
how can we help? How can we help right now?
What do we do? The governor is the chief executive. We have to keep making noise. If the social media is our voice, that's what we use. We're going to keep bringing awareness. We're going to make sure that we're going to make sure that all the people get to know. Many people didn't know that it's been 10 days that people have had. I mean, you have to relax the curfew. We have to keep putting pressure. He needs to relax that curfew. Who is Wike? Who is he? He needs to relax that curfew. We need to continue to mount pressure until he relaxes the curfew. People are dying. That is one thing. And if that's one thing that he has to do, he will have to do it. He will bow. He has to bow. I'm sorry. You can record me. You can take this anywhere, but he has to succumb. People are dying. This is where humanity comes in. Lives are being lost. Yes, he has the rights to protect his state, but in this is not where NSARS happen all over the country. NSARS happen, even Lagos, where we had this, you don't reach this one now. So, again, there are always two sides to a story. There are two sides to a story. We know that. But I will say, the only thing you can do from this end is to keep speaking hope to your people. You need to call your aunt, encourage her, and strengthen her.
That's what we do. We've been on the phone trying to gather the whole community together, especially in where I stay. I try to organize a community, call 1 or 2 persons living outside to see what we can do, especially the point now, what they are suffering right now is they can't even have access to food. They can't even go out to buy food. That becomes a problem. The army can't stop shooting. The army can't stop shooting. And it becomes a problem. As I speak to you right now, I talked to my mom before I started speaking to you. All she's telling me is they're as good as running out of food. That's the point. My brother's wife, my sister-in-law have a little baby. They're running out of food. They can, I don't understand. This is more or less like a war zone there. They are trapped. My cousin said one of the guys they caught, the army asked him, can you deny IPOB? And he told them that he's not an IPOB member. So I don't understand. Are you killing them because of IPOB? IPOB is not speaking for all the people in Obigbo. Neither are they speaking for all the Igbos.
Again, there are two sides to a story. If anybody is on here and knows where exactly what aggravated the governor, let us know, because we played a video earlier where the governor talked about people killing soldiers, burning down police stations. Like I said, it happened everywhere. It didn't just happen. It's not an isolated issue. So, Nelson, we have heard you. I know that the governor will bow. He will bow. He will bow. He will. This is a democracy. No, he will bow. But it is a process. So let's see what will happen. I know people will talk to him. We're going to have to keep putting pressure on the leaders we have to keep talking to him. He's going to have to bow. We have people that we have all the bandits in the north, and we don't see
Joy, if you give me opportunity, I will tell you a little about what started in Obigbo with the first-hand information of what started about in Obigbo. It's kind of sad because,
if you don't mind, let's clear the line. Take all the calls who have been waiting, and then if you're still on, you can come back. Okay. Let's get other people on. Hello, Chimike. How are you?
I'm good. Joy,
Good.
I'm good.
Great.
It's nice being on this platform.
Always good to have you. You've
Um,
become one of our regulars, so always great to have you.
sincerely, I'm not happy because oftentimes when things are happening in Nigeria, or I say in the South, the government and every leader seems to keep quiet about it. You see, this Oyibo, we're talking about Oyibo. I was born in Oyibo local government area. I grew up in Oyibo. I My alma mater was in Oyibo too. If I will have a property in Oyibo. So I know a lot about Oyibo, growing up.
Oh,
You
please
see,
let me take a Norma's call. Please let me take a Norma's call.
okay.
Please, okay, please. Norma,
Yeah.
I don't want to lose you again. Before we get into your call, you need to send me your number in inbox as soon as you get off this call with me. Please send me your inbox, your number
Okay.
via inbox. Okay.
Okay.
Please, I want to call you when I get off this live stream. I want to talk to you. Okay. We want to see what's going to go ahead and tell us what's around and what you've been going through.
You know, there's no hospital. People dying in their numbers. No healthcare facilities. They can't take them anywhere. This area is just like a dead zone. It's, it's a dead zone. You see people. A young boy just left the home. A young boy just left the home. He's seeking to seek for food. They shot him. He shouted, the scream. They traced the blood, went to his hiding spot, and gave him another 4 bullets. You know, they drag out the boy's body. People were trying to see if we can stop the bleeding, but eventually he just gave up. A pregnant woman, they shot her. The other woman in her house is just like this container house, we call it a bacha. People living in bacha. The bullet pierce the house and gets to her throat. She has to die because there's no way one can take anybody to the hospital, the ambulance, even a dead body carrying an ambulance, the military has to set it on fire. The particular house, the military, they got burnt. You will hear, saved 3 soldiers. The boy, they macheted his head, they burnt the house, with people inside that house. The whole place is deserted. What I'm telling you now, it's just that this evening is just calm because you hear the gun sound. There's children here. There's children about 1 year, 2 years running helter skelter. Some have to use the heap of dustbin to cover themselves, to hide. The military killing in order of the governor. There's no road here. There's no governor presence here. He doesn't care. Here in Oyibo, no governor of River State have remembered any Oyibo people. We are always on our own, defending ourselves. We pay our tax heavily with brutality. The police is there, the governor is there, doing all sorts of things. The place is a very dirty place. It's just like a suburb, just because it shares a boundary with the Abia State, and all the majority people here are Igbos. So I could not see why the governor would say he wants the IPOP. He knows where they stay to hold their meetings. At least he should have waited on the day of their meeting, go there and pick them out. Why killing people, innocent children, in their homes? I can't go out to get you some pictures. I would have gone out to snap some. You will see the bloods. The cops, the soldiers, they carry the cops away. People are missing. They take young boys, they tie their hands, tie their legs, tie their eyes, shoot. If you just refuse to go with them, they will just shoot you instantly. I mean, I have not seen why blood of the youth, why blood of the innocent, why the blood of the Igbos are so precious to this Governor Wike and to our president, because the killing in this country is too much. If you are in my shoes, my mom here is dying of BP. We can't have drugs. She's asthmatic. We can't have steroids to even Ventolin for her to use. There's nowhere you can go to and get help. There is nothing. On Tuesday now is going to make it 2 weeks. 2 weeks locked down, 24 hours. Coffee, if you had the governor's broadcast, you had the magnitude, the force he used to reinforce this lockdown. There's no water. There's no government water that people can go outside their house to take. We have our boreholes. We have to pump water. There is no water. For 4 days now, I have not showered. I'm telling you, for 4 days, I have not showered. This light you're seeing is just a rechargeable lamp. A friend came from Port Harcourt with some military personnel to even give us food. We ate raw beans, fried beans, like granules, as if we are in war. We are in war in our own country. The country we call our own. The country we pay taxes to. There's nothing here. I wish I can just go out to get you what is really happening. You see the jets hovering, the military presence here, the way they march, the way they rough-handle women, the way they behave. I don't know. There's a lady, they flogged the hell out of her. They raped her. They were asking, where is your brother? Where is your IPOP people? Even some enemies. If they have military enemies, if the military have enemies here, they will call them, tag them that they are IPOP. Even then, for yesterday, the governor made a speech about Obunabale people, about the sand feeling he's having there, that he have learned that that community called Obunabale in River State have contracted IPOP people to come and stop their stampeding, the stampeding that Julius Berger is doing there. Now, there's nothing like that. There is nothing like that. It's just taking it, killing innocent children, taking their lands by force. You can contact anybody in Obunabale there. They're going to give you this situation report I'm giving to you. It's just horrible here. I normally watch these things in American movies. I never knew I'm going to experience it even at this computer age, this 21st century. This governor is a very wicked governor. He's a barbaric one. In fact, you can see my families were all here. I regretted voting for him. Even in 2022, I was very sick. I have to get up with my voter's card to go and vote, despite the whole shooting in Obigbo. Despite everything, I know of a church member that died in that process because he was trying to secure his vote. Why would the governor treat us like this? He comes around, he will tell us he will do this during the campaign time, but there's nothing. There is nothing. If you come here, if I take you around Obigbo, if you come to Obigbo, you will weep. That man called Wike is not fit to be a governor. He doesn't fit to see the light of the next day. Because I can't see the why he can lock us up. There's no food here. I can go to the kitchen. There's no food, no gas, nothing. A friend just gave us beans. We just have to fry it. Fry raw beans and we eat, because there's no source of water, there's no source of oil, there's no source of anything. People dying, young boys, their future for tomorrow, dying.
Norma,
I mean, they have to call this governor to order. They have to call him to order.
Thank you for
They have to call him to order.
Thank you for speaking out, and I believe you're speaking out for others too who are unable to speak out or know about this platform. Change will come. I bring you a message of hope. Don't cry. Dry those tears. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That is the most I can do from here. We had one of your brothers too, who was on here, Nelson. We had Chimike too. We've had your brothers on here. Nelson, who was on here, his aunt is there. She has low blood pressure. She can't even get help. Many of us in diaspora don't even understand exactly what's going on. So thank you for giving us a perspective as to the issue going on there and the limitations you all have. I'm sorry that Nigeria has failed you. I'm sorry that the governor has failed you, especially that you voted for him
I
for
was born here. I was born here in River State. I grew up in River State. All my life, I have been in River State. I schooled here in River State, F4 Secondary School precisely. I was born in Rumola precisely. In fact, I am a bona fide citizen even at the River State. So I don't see the reason why Igbos. In fact, I'm an indigent because I'm very close to 40. I can't see the reason why the governor should pass this kind of hatred. Now, this NSAS protest was conducted in every other state. As for Oyibo was peaceful, apart from the burning of the filling stations of the police stations that went round. Oyibo was peaceful in their protest. So the the stations that was burned all over. I can't see the reason why he's tagging it on IPOP. Just IPOP. How will he differentiate the IPOPs? How will the soldiers differentiate the IPOP? Why giving that kind of wicked order? Killing people, innocent people in their mass, pregnant women, young youth, future for Nigerian leaders. Why? Why?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. But make sure you do what I asked you to do. Okay.
What did you ask me to do?
What is your phone network? What network do you use?
I use MTN.
Is that your data? Is that your data? Is that your data line?
No, I was calling you on my data line, so I discovered I was
What
having
is
a
your data
network
line?
issue.
What data are you on?
I'm MTN, right?
Okay. Well, send us
MTN.
your information. Okay, send us your data information and your regular call phone number. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, inbox immediately. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm truly sorry. I don't know what to say. I'm speechless. I don't want to lie to you on the phone.
We're
I don't
really
want to lie
suffering.
and say anything here I cannot do. We're going to ask. Someone is asking if they can get your number. Nelson. I was asking. He's one of your brothers too. When you send your number, is it okay to pass it on to him?
Okay.
Okay. We'll send.
I'll pass it on to you.
Okay.
I'll pass the number on to you.
Okay. All right. Good. So we'll get that. I'm truly sorry, Norma. Dry your tears. We'll be in touch. You will have my number as well. Okay. But I'll call you once this live stream is up. Stop crying. I'm sorry. I don't know what else to say. Okay. But I bring you a message of hope, and I know that change will come. We are not CNN, we are not Channels Television, but this little platform will make an impact. Okay, we'll try to make an impact for you.
He should at least call up the curfew so that people can feed their children. I have little children. I have little children here.
He will. That he will do. Wike must bow. If there's anything in me, he will bow. If I have to go on my knees and pray that prayer for you people, he will do it. He will be miserable until he does it. This has nothing to do with governance. It has nothing. This is about humanity. Wike will bow. Period. Thank you, Nama. Let me take other callers. Hello, Chimike.
You see, having heard from her, man, I'm just weak. If there's anyhow we can help them. We'd love to help.
She will send her information, whatever we can help. If there's any way that you're going to like to help or anything, please let us know. We need to help. I don't know. Now they're saying they can't even go out to buy something to eat. So when you send them money, what do they do? I don't know. But the man will have to succumb. Even if we have to mount pressure on people who know him, whatever we have to do, we have to do it. We have to do more than talking on here. The reason why we have these forums, today's Sunday, there's no reason why we have to I have other things to do for the rest of the day. But most importantly, I think that we have to get his people, his people to get to him, to talk to him. He must be reasoned to let people, even if it's 8 to 6, his mates are doing 8 to 6, 8 to 4, 8 to 6. The people with 24-hour curfew. Are they in prison? What kind of what he want to be Hitler?
I'm just surprised because this is a man that everyone thought that is gonna bring a little bit change in River State. Wike is imposing 24-hour coffee in there in River State. Let me ask you, what has Wike done in River State? What has Wike done in Obigbo local government? Wike hasn't done anything in Obigbo local. If you go to Obigbo local government up till now, if you go to Obigbo itself, that town,
this is not good.
The roads are bad. In fact, tell me one thing Wike has done in that.
Line is cutting off again. Okay, we're seeing in the comment section, I'm seeing words. Charles Michael, I don't know what comments, but you're going back and forth with Muhammad. I do not want any kind of tribal, any kind of tribal war started in the comment section. Muhammad was a caller on here. I don't want any of those words, any curses. We will block you outrightly. This is about peace. This is about unity. We're not here for any of those stuff. You cannot be calling somebody goat and cow and all that stuff. We're not going to tolerate that. No, please. I beg of you in the name of the God you serve. We don't want that. I don't want any cussing in the comment section. I beg of you. If I see any words towards Muhammad again, I don't care how it started, you will be blocked outrightly. Please, let's be civil on here. I beg you. I take God beg you. Chimike, I cannot hear you. I cannot see you. This line is frozen. I'm going to have to, I'm also frozen too. I guess a lot of people are trying to call in. We're going to just, the line is lagging because more people are trying to call in. The room is full. Let's see. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Chimike, I can't hear you. Please try back again if you can. Nelson is also trying to get to you. Hello, Francis. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening, Joy. Thank you for the opportunity to be with you in this. And I am so happy that you could come out and lend a voice to this outright wickedness that is going on in Obigbo. As we speak, there's no justification for what is going on there. If you check from how things happen, Rambo, in his movie, when they caught him after doing a lot of damage to the system, according to that movie, they asked him, why did you do what you did? He said they drew the first blood. Who drew the first blood? During the riots that followed the peaceful protests, people saw and showed video of other people who are carrying clubs and looking for people and beating them up in River State there. And so in the principle of who drew the first blood, how did they, whatever they are accused of both IPOB and the people in Obigbo for doing, is it not people that first came there and attacked them? But let's leave that one. The main question I have is, if the military is asked to go and enforce a curfew, are they asked to shoot innocent people moving around? Assuming somebody has become so hungry, they want to get out and get something, and even if the curfew is there, they want to attempt to at least find a way to eat. If they come, the highest you do in a civilized society is to stop those people and say, hey, you need to go back. There's a curfew. You're not allowed to walk on the street. Why do they have to turn gun on the people? This is something this country is getting wrong, and this is what will destroy the country. And I can tell you on good authority, what will destroy this country is not IPOB. It's not IPOB. It's not the Igbo man. It's not anything. What will destroy this country is because of the bad activities of the leaders. There's a challenge now going on in the country. Everybody's worried about what's going on. And then you are shooting at people. Why don't you say there's a curfew, go back? Why can in this country, police sees someone on the road, flags them down, and then starts harassing them when there's no obvious offense that they have committed? And by the time you check all those people who have been shot, you cannot find what it is that they have done. except that they came out when you say there's a curfew. Okay, there's a curfew, they came out. Are they armed? Did they start shooting at you? So what is the rationale for shooting at anybody? Those are the issues that we are not holding these governments accountable. As far as I'm concerned, the NSAS protest was just an ignition of a compounded nonsense that have been going on in this country. And the truth is that, for me, the government have mishandled the NSAS protest. To me, if I am in position, these people should have been allowed to expend all the challenges they have with government. They're supposed to speak up. When people can't talk, you have an explosion. It's like you are cocking a gunpowder. And that's what they are doing in this country. They are talking about a gunpowder. You know, and it is a mistake to think that you can hold people down forever under the way Nigeria is ruled. They do not rule people like that. They don't rule human beings like that. There have been emperors, maximum leaders, people like Bokassa in Central African Republic. Even Napoleon Bonaparte, when they ruled, they were maximum. One day the people rose and that was the end. In the French Revolution, he was a bad king. One day people rose and that's the end. Now, when that end comes, amen to the posterity of those people who are causing the problem. So those who are leading in Nigeria now should know. Now, I have a word for governors of the South in particular. I don't think they can say they are unaware of the skewed up system in this country, which is what is causing the disquiet. That's what is causing the disquiet in the country, because everything is skewed up against the South. Now, these governors, here is my interpretation of them. These governors are not governors of the people of South, whether they are in the West, in Lagos, or they are in the East, or in the South, wherever they are. They are not people's governors. These governors are made by a gang of people in the North. And so they just answer to them. One of the things I would suggest is that it's high time our own people begin to wake up and decide that these kind of rogue governors cannot continue to be in power. Because who doesn't know Wike before? He was against all the nonsense that was going on in the North. Now, how did he change? Is it because they paid him a few billions of naira recently for that he said the federal government owed to him? I mean, is that why he could sell his own people? I mean, what is going on here is unbelievable.
What's going on? Who is he trying to? What is his plan? You know, what is Wike? Where is Wike really heading to? How can you turn against your own? Who are you trying to outsmart? Are you trying to knock out Amechi? Where are you really dancing to? I mean, I'm not trying to go that route. What we're discussing is the issue on ground. I'm not really trying to go out with what's going on, but it seems that he is trying to please certain people. He's trying to please people to get a pat on the back. That is why he's trying to, seem as if, oh, I'm the good boy. Hey, Ogasa, I did this. Show them, kill them, pepper them. I pepper them for you, sir. You can't do that.
And that is the height of imbecility. And Joy, you are right. That's what is going on here. You are right. He's trying to impress a people. And I do not know the meaning for that. And it worries me that our people, with all our education, cannot hold a position. Politics in a committee of the situation that is in Nigeria, where there are different interests, everybody needs to hold their own position. And then we have people we call governors who dance to some people in the North. You are trying to impress. Whom are you trying to impress? Who are those people you are trying to impress? And then, like you said, there's no doubt that his own strategy is just to outsmart, what's his name? Amechi. And, you are shedding blood for that. The challenge that I have with these people is that, they think there's no God. There is God, they will pay for these things. But apart from that, our people need to wake up and know that something is going wrong, especially in the South. The South, something is wrong with the South and the leaders. Of all the governors in the whole of Southeast and South, I can't see a human being among them, seriously speaking, because they are all like students to people they are more educated than, people they are supposed to be showing light. And now, if those black people are the one leading us, and then where are we going in this country? So I want to restate that before I close that. The military has no right to start shooting on people who are not shooting back at them. Those people who came out when there's a curfew merely broke a curfew rule. Is there a law in curfew rule that says shoot at sight? There's no such rule anywhere. And no human being, nobody's supposed to make such rules because this is a human society. Thank you very much. Please, I appreciate what you're doing. I wish you strength.
Thank you. Let's take all those calls to free up the room. But thank you for this perspective, sir.
Thank you.
That was a great one from Mr. Francis Merite. The line is frozen, but we'll get to take the next caller. Nama, thank you for sharing your details. Let's see. And for those who are just tuning in, we've been speaking on the situation in Obigbo in Rivers State. We'll take the next caller in just a bit. Layefa, we can't see you. Please add your get your camera on so that we can get you. We can't see. We can hear you, but we can't see you.
Okay, I think I'm having some issues with the camera. I'll try to do that, but I'd like to make my input.
Okay, sure. Go ahead.
Okay. My name is Laifa. As you've already said, I live in Port Harcourt. I do business in Port Harcourt, and I have some personnel working with me, and they reside at Obigbo. For the past 2 days, two of them staying at Obigbo have been staying in my residence because they couldn't go back home. JJ, I don't know if you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, good. So what I'm trying to say is I try to extract some information from them with regards to the situation at Obigbo. And I think without taking any credence from the other contributors, I think in a way, we might not be painting the real picture to the outside world. First of all, let me say that I think we're blaming Mr. Wike or Governor Wike out of context. Considering what transpired at Obigbo before this period where some military personnel were killed, guns were stolen, taken out of the armory of the police, from the police station, uniforms were also stolen. The military was positioned there to see if they could track those ammunitions missing. Now, the point I'm trying to make is I find it difficult to believe that Governor Wike will deliberately want to harm the people of Obigbo. I find it extremely difficult. Two, we have to understand that when it comes to military operation, it is beyond his purview. So when we say Governor Wike imposes a curfew, just because he imposes a curfew doesn't mean he has invited the military. We have to be very careful about what we ascribe to Governor Wike. Governor Wike, yes, imposed a curfew at Obigbo, but inviting the military and for the military to carry out the atrocities that are being reported in Obigbo is a different ball game.
Okay.
So for me, I don't want to believe that Governor Wike will ascribe to the fact that people are being detained 24 hours without food, without making provisions for them to go and have something to eat. It is not possible.
But how can we get him to relax this? How can we get him to relax this? It's been 10 days running now. How do we get him to relax this order? As you can see, you have personnel with you. They can't get back home. At what point? What is he waiting for? We have to be able to know where to cross the line. What is the next step? And how long more does he wait? Does he need to wait how much more lives is he waiting to reach? I don't want to sound that way, but as a father of the state, what can we expect
Okay.
from him?
Yeah, JJ, as I speak to you, calls have been put to him. I can authoritatively inform you that he has been informed of the situation at Obigbo. Whether the situation was exaggerated or not is irrelevant. And I can assure you, in the next couple of hours, you'll be hearing information about the curfew at Obigbo. The point is that he has been made to understand that people need to go out and have food for their family. I watched the video with the other lady you interviewed, and I'm touched. Yes, having kids in the house and not having enough to give to them to eat is not human. And I think
Well,
he has been
he
made to
didn't need,
understand that. And I
I
can
mean,
assure you,
that is a no-brainer. Come on now, my brother. That is a no-brainer. 2 days, 3 days. Let us not forget this thing. While I will appreciate any good news I hear out of the state, even if it's 3 days, that was too much. We also have newborn. Let's not talk about people in the main city. What about the people in the rural areas who don't even have access to the people who don't even have, like, who don't even have even to get I better pass my neighbor generator. People who don't even have, people who can't even come on internet. Little things. He doesn't need to be told. 10 good days. Haba.
the curfew, and when it comes to security decision, at times is beyond him. We need to establish this fact, because sometimes we want to make it look as if he is the alpha and omega when it comes to the decision with regards to security. When it comes to security, it is beyond him. So it is not for him to say 8 hours curfew, and the military or the security forces will now blame him for sabotaging their job with regards to recovering stolen ammunition, stolen uniforms, or not showing empathy to the personnel that were killed, the military personnel that were killed. These issues go beyond the governor. We need to understand this. He's
And
actually
I
making
agree with
effort.
you. I agree with you. I agree with you. That one, I agree with you. But then we are also hearing how they're going randomly into homes, bringing out young men and killing them. Do you understand? There are
Yeah,
always two
JJ.
sides to the story, and I really applaud you for
Yes.
coming on to tell this account. The governor's people are not here. You've come here to really say this, and I'm glad you did, because nobody has done so. So I'm glad you've done this part, because it's also good to show, for us to reason this other angle. However, how do you justify the military going into homes just to bring men out and killing them?
Okay.
We had a caller here, Nelson, who said three of his cousins, I mean, some of his cousins, for 3 days now left. They don't know if they're alive or dead. They've not heard from them.
Okay.
Young boys.
Maybe, yeah, JJ, maybe what has transpired with these persons you have spoken about might be related to the staff I have staying with me presently. I want to assume. I specifically asked my staff, do the military come in to kill? He says no. They said no, but what they do is they will come to your house, and indeed, yes, they conduct searches. Now, when you disobey the curfew rule, you are arrested. Now, you know the way some of our military personnel, they behave. I don't have excuses for the way they behave. Seriously, that is beyond it. And I think the governor has been made to understand this fact that, see, you might intend for good, but it is being abused. Like I said, I am very certain in the next 1 or 2, 3 hours, I think he had already called off or given a leeway, a break, or a window with regards to the curfew. I am not the governor. I cannot speak on behalf of the governor, but the information reaching me is the governor is aware that the situation is being abused, and he is not wanting to perpetually, punish his people. Obigbo is part of River State. And I don't think the governor will be happy that a section of his state, persons staying in the section of his state, are being abused. My essence of calling you, JJ, is for two reasons. One, let's accept the fact that Governor Wike is human. He's not Hitler. He's human, and he will
I tell
not.
him I said he's Hitler. I'll tell him I say he's exuding a Hitler sign. So he should show us that he should show us that he's not Hitler. He should show us, because a lot of people, this number that came on the show said that she voted for him. Yes, now that she voted for him. We all love Governor Wike. We all love him. He told us when during the Edo election, say everybody wear your jeans. Wear your jeans. We love him. We love his vibe. The guy is a cruise. We love him. We love. The guy is. We love his style of governance. But when it comes to certain things, you see, there are issues of governance that many of us don't understand, and a lot of us we get too sentimental. So it's always good to also hear the part of the government or people who are close to the government to balance things out. And what you don't know, you don't know. However, let him show empathy. Let him show that he's a father. We just need to see that humane part. Norma's story was passionate. Nelson's. These are many stories. What about people who we don't know? But we just need to see a fatherly, and then so that history, the books of history, will be kind to him and his children too. He's a father. So that when his time is done with, when his children mention, I am Nyesom Wike's son, people will say, you're welcome, have a seat. We don't want the doors shut in their faces because of the name Wike. We don't know tomorrow. Power is transient.
Yeah, you're very correct. And I think this information has gone to the governor. I am assuring you, I have one or two friends that are close to the government, and I've also spoken to them. They've also said, listen, we are fully aware of the situation, even though we know that some of these stories are being exaggerated. But irrespective of that, the governor is making everything possible to make sure the situation is restored. So please, I am begging on behalf that please, let's review this situation with the governor, believing that he's human and he will do everything possible to alleviate the sufferings of persons staying at Obigbo. And that's why
I have two personal cases. You see, one of my callers said the auntie has low blood pressure. Nothing must happen to that woman. If she pay me, I have another one. Some other person said that they are sick. Anybody that has complained, this is voice of the masses. People, anybody that has had issues, I beg. For people who need to get to hospital, we don't want to hear any casualty. I beg. I will be the first person to celebrate Governor Wike once I hear. I will be the first person to blog and thank him. That is my word.
Let me inform you about something that's about to happen. The government is about to, this information I just got as I was speaking to you, the government is about to set up a phone number that you can reach them in case of medical emergency.
Story. Not today. Story. Don't forget that one. Let's not even go there. Don't even go there. Don't even just that's
I am
baloney.
only relaying an information.
That's baloney. That's baloney. Let's not even go there. Nah.
I am relaying an information.
Okay, thank you.
An information.
Okay, Citizens Forum, I don't hear. Okay, well, I've heard. A number is one thing. A number is one thing, but how effective would that number be? If we call them, they go answer.
I don't know. I'm only relaying an information.
They walk. If you walk,
somebody noticed I'm talking to you, and he has chatted me to say, please, can you inform them that we are trying to make sure those that have medical emergency can call in, and we will reach out to them. So pass on the information.
Please give us the number. Can we get the number live?
The same thing I just said. I said, please give me the number so I can pass on to her and she will broadcast for us. This is like a free advert for the government. I have reached out
No,
to
I
my
don't do
friends
free
and said,
advert for government, so they have to pay. They have to pay. Government, River State for that matter, on top oil. No. No, but for those who are sick, I beg, if you have the number, let us plaster it once. No, for those who are sick, I beg, I cannot put selfish interest for people who are sick and dying. I beg, they need to
JJ,
get help.
I can assure you at once I have it, I'll either chat it to you or I'll send you a message
Okay.
via your Facebook. Anyways, thanks for giving me the opportunity. So let me allow other contributors to
we
call in.
need the number. We need the number so we can put it out. As you have it available, I beg you, so that we can put it out for these people.
Yes.
And that way we can give them some kind of hope. If it's not functional
Yes.
now, no problem. If the number is not available now to work, no problem. I understand.
Try and trust our system. You should trust us that it's
When
gonna
you
work.
visit once, visit twice, shall not be Nigeria again. If the number is not working now, if it's not work until Monday night or Tuesday, no wahala. Give it to me when it's available, so we
No,
can
wahala,
plaster.
JJ, thanks.
But
JJ,
thank you for coming on.
You're doing a
Thank
wonderful
you.
work. Thank you so
I
much. Thank
thank you. But
I
please, I need
appreciate
to
it.
know. I need to know updates on that curfew. I beg. We need to see a release or something from the state government.
Very
Once it's
soon, you'll
out,
see. Very soon.
please.
Just watch.
I beg. Help us beg the governor. I beg you, please.
He's
Even
more
if to
worried
relax it.
than myself.
That's what. You say
He's
what?
more worried about the safety of the personnel there. I don't see. Fortunately, JJ, let me give you this information.
Thunder, where are you? Oh, please, let's not even go there.
JJ, no, let me give you this information. JJ, I need to give you this information before I leave.
Okay.
Governor Wike has a very wonderful wife that he listens to. And this information is available to the wife. And I think she will not let Governor Wike sleep until he does something. Take this to the bank. Take it to the bank.
Please, I beg. Please. We know her as an attorney herself. I mean, she has always been firm, silently firm. Come on now. So Mama, that's why everybody's just weak. Like, wow, how can this is just this came out of nowhere. So please,
no problem.
It's not good even for the international community to work because not for our own people, no matter what, and if there are issues that need to be addressed, there are always two sides to the story. Let me say this, my brother, please let us know so that we can bring it out. And if there are any issues that they are doing there that are not supposed, that is aggravating or maybe getting the government to act the way they're doing, let us bring it out. So they need to stop. We don't want to encourage rascality. We don't want to do that. So it's important that we always get two sides of the story. So thank you for coming in to share your perspective and giving out this information too. Have a great night. All right, guys. So thank you for those who are just connecting. Hopefully there is some kind of hope. We hope that hopefully by tomorrow or so, we should get an update on the curfew. Listen, there are two sides to every story. While the last caller may have seemed to be speaking for the governor, let us leave room for that. There are always two sides to a story. Let's hope that the curfew will be relaxed and people can go out and get access to healthcare, to treatment. The caller also mentioned that there will be a number made available for people who need help. I don't have the number yet. We don't have details, but if we get that, we'll share that. This is not the Governor Wike we all know. His wife is the mother of the state. God no go agree. Let's just leave room for some kind of reconciliation. Most importantly, for people who need to get help, to get their help. If you've been crying, please dry your tears. Hopefully, this call brings some kind of hope to you. We'll take the next caller. Hello, Williams. I can't hear you. Could you please speak up? Can't hear you. My brother, we can't hear you. Cannot hear you. Let's move on to the next caller. Hello, Nelson.
Hi, Joy. Sorry, I was carried away with emotion the last time I called.
That's okay. Just in a short while, just give us just let us know, because we want to round up this in about maybe 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, thank you for having me again. I was just referring to the guy that left the last time. I you said to give room for the other side of the story. But can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you.
Yeah, so what we're saying is he's talking about number. That's not the point. 10 days of lockdown, 10 days of chaos in a city, and you said the governor might not know anything happening. That is absurd. That is how the politicians talk. That is when they look for every way to defend themselves. But what we are saying is army was not sent there to go and kill people, to go from door to door. No, that is not what they are saying. Don't forget, Wike say he's giving 20 million naira for anybody that will get the head of IPOD members. 3 days ago, in the Sandfield, he said that they have contracted IPOD people. And IPOD people are known to be filled with Igbo people. When you send military to Igbo city, how do you know they're going to differentiate IPOD from those who are not IPOD?
I don't know that he said that specifically. I do know that he said that he was giving it to the families of the victims. I don't know that he said he was.
No, I listened to him. I still have this. He said 20 million to declare the guy wanted. The guy that was talking about that's a part. But what we're saying is, if you send the military to Obigbo to go and fish out the boys there, not everybody were involved in the protest.
Okay.
Not everybody.
Okay. Well, what we want to at the end of the day, I think, get is that hopefully this curfew, this cocoa now is a curfew. Hopefully that will be relaxed.
Hope so.
So that those who need to get healthcare, will be able to. I'm concerned about your aunt. I believe she's elderly. Let her get the help that the healthcare that she needs. And all this to the likes of Unama. I see she sent you her information.
Yeah, I just
whatever we can do. Okay, you just got off the phone with her? Great. I'll also reach out to her as well. Whatever we need to do. And again, for those who are just tuning in, please, we are a small platform, but whatever, I want us to be impactful. Whatever we can do, let's come together as a family to help and support our own. And again, it can be River State today, tomorrow it can be Nasarawa, tomorrow it can be Taraba. Let us not discriminate. We are all one. Let us support our own. That is the unity I want us to foster amongst ourselves. As long as we call ourselves Nigerians, let us work together. So please, let us support our own. It can be anywhere. It can be Benue. It can be anything. But as small as we are, let us come together to support each other. So if you still want to support each other, support anyone in River State, hopefully in the next 24 hours, we may get an official announcement from His Excellency Governor Wike. If we do, we will communicate that on here, and then we'll work out a way. So Nelson will be in touch. Hopefully, of course, the U.S. elections are on Tuesday. It's going to be a very busy period for me this week, but I will still make our time to come on here. We'll set something up. Home is home, so we're going to make this happen. Okay. Thank you, Nelson. Let's take the next call.
I love the job. Please keep us posted.
Certainly will do.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So the next person, Williams, we're going to try to bring you back on. The line is still lagging. I see Pastor Chimeze, you're next, and I see Eze Bunafonabo from Australia. You're on there. You're on next after Williams. Hello, Williams. How are you? Wahala. I can't hear you. Can you try to unplug your, can you disconnect that? Can you disconnect your cord?
Devil is a liar. We can't hear you. Okay, we're gonna have to scoop over. My brother, this is not working. I don't know why. Try it again. Why don't you exit and come right back? Okay, if you can hear me, exit. I'm gonna take you off. Please exit and come right back. Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Great. How are you? You're calling from Australia.
Yeah, I could not sleep when I saw what is going on in Nigeria. It is so painful, and I love the masses, especially the poor. Uh, for years or part of my life, I have devoted it for the poor, the unaware. And when I see the unaware being maltreated by these political demagogues, I feel so sad, I lived in Obigbo when I was in Nigeria, when I was studying there. And I can understand the pain. When the lady was talking, I was here shedding tears. Now, I want to tell you something. I don't want to attack anybody, no fallacy of ad hominem or attacking any individual. But some callers actually are making justifying Wike. Let me tell you something. First, I want to thank you for this platform because it's gonna help people who are in pain. And I want to tell those in Obigbo, you are not alone. I've called organizations outside Nigeria, international communities, to do something, have emergency meeting, respond to the situation. Let them contribute money. Let them contribute resources. It should not go through the governor. We have envisaged this before. Is in a democratic nation, what is democracy? Democratos. You don't bring soldiers to kill civilians. There's no law that justifies that. This is crime against humanity. The young ones, innocent, defenseless, are being killed. And it's very painful. Wike is acting from comfort zone. You know what is happening in Nigeria? There's a war, visible war. People are afraid to speak, but there's a visible war between the rich and the poor. The rich are using the military and police to protect themselves. They are the looters. They are those stealing. You can imagine some videos. You see how Obasanjo were running away. They know what they did. So how can you create poverty in the society? You create political toga, suffering for the people. And people are dying, not just killing. Over here, we have lockdown. Nobody was killed. You can come out, they give you a fine. Now, the military and the police are more dangerous than the coronavirus itself. You come out, they kill you. What's the need? The aim has been defeated. There's no justification. Giving cell phone to call for hospital, whatever, is not the solution. When there is a problem, philosophically, you ask yourself, what is the solution to it? There's cause and effect. When there is a problem and you are tackling the effect, you cannot end the problem. You have to go to the cause, the root. No, the effect is calling on phone, giving governor's number. That is bullshit. Doesn't make sense. You are making mockery of the suffering people, the poor. The poor people are dying. Now, it is very, very wrong. It is a wrong argument. I'm sorry, the governor is a lawyer, but he lost it. What he lost was applying common sense. I'm not saying he's not a lawyer. He may claim to be among the galaxy of intellectuals, but I tell him he just does what we call rationis voluntatis. That means he didn't, in every law you make, one of the properties of a law is that it must have a sound reasoning. This law he made is lacking sound reasoning. And that makes him a fool in my sight. Because I'm sorry to use this language.
I'm going to use that word over the. We have to respect the office of the governor. That's the highest office.
He's a governor. He's a governor. I respect him. Sorry for that, but he's not my governor.
Thank you.
Okay, he's not my governor, and I want people. I want to speak for the poor. I'm ambassador for the poor, and I'm ready to help them. Those Obigbo, I'm telling you, you are not alone. The international communities are watching. Whenever we have meeting in Australia here, being a member of ICA, I will let them know as well. I will speak for them. Whatever we can do to help you people, we can do, and we are going to do it. The world will see it, and I'm going to raise a very big campaign internationally against Wike. After his tenure in government, I assure him one thing. We are going to hold him accountable for crime against humanity. I'm going to raise a strong campaign against him. And just for the way he's treating the poor, he may enjoy the comfort of power. He is comfortable in seat. He's acting, because in Nigeria, there are those who are comfortable. They speak, they downplay everything. Look at the type of food people stored. Look at how people are dying in hunger. And we have this type of food. Even those outside the country, when they come back home, they will ask them to pay for COVID-19. And this money are being extorted from them. And we have been alerted, don't go home to Nigeria, because if you go home, it's frustrating. And all this money are being gathered. They cannot treat the poor very well. And what happened recently by the youth is an eye-opener to the governors. Wike is not doing this thing. He's emulating the governors of the East, because in the past, the governors of the East, they invited the military to kill the civilians, and people, they went back. Now, this is a technique they felt it worked in the past. They did it in Aba, they did it in Enugu, they did it in Imo. But it's uncalled for, it's unreasonable that a governor elected by the people is using the military to kill his own citizens. Now, military are meant to fight wars. Wherever military are called into is war. The police are there, the civil defense, the mobile police, they are out there to help. Why military? Now, it's a calculated attempt. It's intimidation to the poor. There's no democracy. The rich have amassed the wealth, they are buying houses, they looted everything the people have, then they are using the police to protect themselves and the army. And whenever there is protest, they are afraid. They use the army to shun everybody down. Now, the problem is low self-esteem. Wike needs counseling. And I'm ready to help him. He's afraid. He's afraid that people will come up against him. He was crying like a baby when Amechi was dealing with him. He couldn't do anything. He was the one complaining that Amechi is using army to intimidate people in the state. Now he's doing the same thing. But the evil people do, we live for them and after them. I'm with social media. I'm calling the same thing that happened. Tinubu tried to intimidate his people, but they used something, there's a method with power of social media. They were able to bring his son, expose his son, and start treating his son the way he's treating the Nigerian, the poor masses. Wike has family. I'm begging people, if you have any information about his family and children, expose it in the Facebook. I'm not saying attack them, because this is how you treat the political demagogues, those who are suppressing the poor, who feel that they can act from the comfort zone, give people. I, Ezebna Fonibo from Australia, I speak for the poor. I'm ready to die for them. You cannot kill innocent people unless for nothing. Because you are a governor, you cannot be governor forever. Among all the governors there, I love and I salute Peter Odry, a man who is a lover of the poor, who touched the heart. You cannot meet Peter Odry and you remain the same. Tell him wherever he is, that is the man I love, not Wike. Wike is killing the innocent people, killing them and depriving them.
Thank you for this, because you see what really happened has shocked a lot of people. I am very disappointed in what Governor Wike has done. 1 day, 2 days, 3, we've got 10 days now. And I think that until this is reversed, we must continue to speak out. And I would still call on all our leaders, the Abaribes, the Kweremados, and all our leaders who will talk to him to continue to mount pressure. Yes, we had someone who is close to the corridors of power in River State come on and talk about the likelihood that this curfew will be reversed. But the deed has been done. That was even done in the first place is a concern for me. And we talk about humanity. I am truly sorry for all the victims that this has happened. But
please, can I make an appeal to Ohanes Ndibo? You know, it is very painful that Ohanes Ndibo has not spoken. They have not heard from them.
It's baffling. Really, it's baffling that those who were expecting to speak are not saying anything.
Yeah, and that is very painful. And you know what? The problem of the Igbos is that people like Ngige, Chris Ngige, governor of Imo State and so on, these people who are, because of selfish interests, they don't mind what their people are doing. They don't care about their people. They go up there. They ask the government to bring soldiers to kill. Let me tell you, they are the problem. If all these things shouldn't happen, and if care is not taken, this might lead to another protest, which will be greater than what has happened, because people cannot allow themselves to be killed. And when people are determined to be killed in order to defend themselves, you cannot control them. You see, what happened in the Lagos State, at Lagos State, is just an eye-opener for people to correct themselves. The politicians, they sold the refineries. You know what is? Let me give you an insight. A governor will come.
Well, we're going to have to make it short so that other people can call can get him, because the line is getting full.
It's okay.
We have to go.
Let me make it short. Please, the Obigbo people, I have a message for you. I'm going to make a effort to contact some organizations to help you. We're going to do something, resources, whatever, to help you. You are not alone. We are seeing what is happening. The international community is watching Wike, and we are watching. And he's not going to go free. He has committed crime against humanity. He has committed, even the soldiers. And I'm telling you, he will never go unpunished. Thank you very much. God bless you.
I thank you. And before you go, please, as you make this happen, we ask of you to communicate with us so that we can help you amplify that voice, whatever movement you're doing, and put it out on the platform, promote it. We need to work together in getting help to them. So we'd like to get your contact as well so that we can collaborate in getting help for the people back home.
Thank you, Joy. I love what you are doing.
Thank you for coming on.
Thank you.
Okay, the room is full, but we have, I think we have Mr. Justice. We have Williams. I hope that we can get you on. Hello, Mr. Justice. Good evening, sir. Where are you calling from?
Good evening, my sister. I'm calling from Netherlands.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Really, I'm so glad to. I just was going through my phone and I saw this program.
Thank you for joining.
And I felt it's worth watching. And because any sane human being, I have seen what is going on in River State and still feel himself comfortable. Throughout yesterday till today, I have not eaten. I've been so disorganized that I can't even make sense out of the situation in River State. One is that for quite a long time now, Wike has been my number one. When I talk about governors in the South, I say Governor Wike is the only man standing. But, you know, I don't know how to feel when somebody you trust, you vested your interest, fails you. And that's what happened. Wike has disappointed the entire, let me use southeastern region, the old eastern region. It has disappointed them complete. He has failed us. And not only that he failed us, the last man, the other man that spoke from the angle of the government, it was not serious. He was making a mockery of the serious issue. Serious issue at this 21st century that people have been mowed down. People, human beings, and we have media blackouts. Nobody knows now what is going on. If you watch some of the videos filtering it, I think during my own time when I was a kid, if I see a corpse, I will eat in the next 5 days. And people now go about people, you see human beings dying. And so I don't know how best and what should be done. It's not a question of let's talk to Wike. Wike has eaten the forbidden fruit. He taken a title from the Caliphate. And the only way to prove to the Caliphate that he has taken a title is to kill his people. This demonstration, this protest is not Igbos, it's not the river people, it's not the IPOB, it is the Nigerian youths. So whatever happened, why did Wike come to the extent of throwing it to IPOB in order to attack the Igbos? He's talking about Igbo as Igbo, Obigbo and this, that people want to carve Obigbo from River State. River State is made up of different ethnic groups or ethnic or dialect group because all of us are the same. It's just a different of accent. If somebody from Abakaliki speaks now, I won't understand him. Somebody from Musuka speaks, I won't understand him. Somebody from Imo, some part of Imo speak deep Imo State, I won't understand. And so Wike, Governor Wike, not Wike, he calls himself Wike. It's Wike. Oyibo. Oyibo is Obigbo. Igbocha, Port Harcourt is Igbocha. So he cannot kill history. That is history. That they change it does not make anything. And so he has been talking. I listened to the lecture he gave to somebody, a Meferi or something, Meferi. He gave a lecture. It is still there on the YouTube. Governor Wike on the issue of Biafra agitation. How did he turn 360 degrees in 3 days? Where are we today? I don't understand. No single Igbo man is safe in that country. Those, including Wike himself, including him, because at the end of the day, he will be treated as Igbo. He knows that.
What do you think is the way forward?
The way forward, well, the way forward, if he decides to stop the killings, good and fine, because he is the man who was saying that Wike does not have power. Wike gave the coffee. Wike gave the order. Wike gave promise, pledge for 50 million. So it is Wike, whatever happens in River State is Wike entirely his job. He invited the army. The army, look at what happened in Lagos State. The army said that the governor of Lagos State invited them. The governor said he doesn't have a hand, but they invited them. So whatever happens now, and what is happening now, It's Wike's business. So let's watch him. Let us see where he's taking us to.
Perspective. And I
I'm
hope
angry. I don't know. I can't prefer a solution now. I don't know. But I'm watching. We are having some meetings here. I will come up with our resolution.
Thank you, sir. It's a pleasure
All
to
right.
have you on here. And I hope that you can join us again. You like and connect with our page. And I hope that you can join us in our next forum again and share your views.
Okay.
We discuss topical issues affecting us, the country. We talked about answers. We want to just address issues affecting the citizens of the country really, and discuss
Okay.
ways that we can really move forward. So thank you for sharing your views.
I will be glad to join. And when is it? Is it coming out?
Well, we have it every week. Sometimes we have it twice a week.
Okay, what time?
The time varies. But we normally announce on the page, so you would need to be subscribed on the page to get alerts on when
Okay,
next
what
we're
I'll do,
live.
I will click the alarm
like.
button.
Please
The like button.
turn on. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay. Thank you too.
Okay, I know we have Williams. Williams will get to you in just a moment. And that will be calling it a day in about the next, say 10 minutes. Hello, we cannot see you, but if you're going audio, please go proceed, please.
Yeah. Hello. Good morning.
Good evening. Oh, good morning. Where are you calling from, please?
I'm calling from UAE, United
Okay.
Emirates. Yeah. So how are you doing?
Very well, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Thank you very much for bringing me in this life, because these whole things have been confusing. Seriously. My mom is in Obigbo right now as I'm talking to you. And the right place they are is close to where this thing is happening, close to the place where this police station was bombed. And I have told them to leave that place, but none of them accepted. They said they are not going to leave. They are not going to run away from that place. As I'm talking to you right now, there is someone that I know as a friend. They killed the father because of someone pointed at that very man, and that because of they said that man is an IPOP member, and they shot that man to death. Another person that was showed, they said the man was an IPOP member, and they went inside the house, they were shooting, and the man went away, and they left that place. As I'm talking to you right now, what is happening in Obigbo is just a battle between Wike and Nnamdi Kanu. Wike is just trying to frustrate Nnamdi Kanu because of he know whatever he's going to do, doing it on IPOP, he's doing it on Nnamdi Kanu, is getting him angry. And the IPOP are not only just IPOP, these are Biafrans, these are Igbos. The worst part of it is that even the elders are not the Igbo elders are not doing anything about it. I heard you saying you want to talk to maybe if there is a way we can talk to Ekwere Madu. Ekwere Madu is not going to do anything because they are still against Nnamdi Kanu. This is a battle between Wike and Nnamdi Kanu. They know what they are doing. Sometimes I begin to ask, does it mean that Wike, did he have someone, an advisor, a wife who can say, darling, this thing you're doing is not good? These are the reasons why we get married to women, because women are daring. They understand the life of the poor. When your husband is doing something that is not good, you call him and say, Daddy, this thing you're doing is not good. He's a father. His sons and daughters are everywhere. I don't know. Whatever you're doing as a father, when you beat your son or your daughter, you have to call him back. Actually, this thing you're doing is not good. I chastise you, but not to kill you, but for you to understand. If Wike called, let there be coffee, you don't need to call the soldiers to be shooting. How can you make a ransom of 20 million on IPOP? These are your children. These are your daughters. Are you killing them? If you kill them, who are you going to govern? Obigbo is part of River State. Then if you want to put a coffee, then you put a coffee even inside the River State. You cannot just put it in that Obigbo. Why is he behaving like this? I am not here to call him names. Despite that my mom, my family is in Obigbo right now, I can't sleep. This is almost to 2 o'clock a.m. In next 3 hours, I will be going to work. But I can't sleep. I keep on praying every day. What kind of rubbish is this? The reason why Mickey is doing this because of he knows that after this time around, maybe in next three years now, he's going to the federalism. He's going for a upper class, maybe is he a senator or whatever, in order to sympathize, in order to tell them that he has killed the IPOP, they should bring him in. Why is he doing all these things? Why is he doing all these things?
You think it's because of his own personal ambition that he's doing all this?
Why? People are dying.
Do you think it's because of his personal ambition?
Of course.
It's because of his personal. So it's not just Nnamdi Kanu per se, but his own personal ambition for 2023.
Of course, it's for his own personal ambition. Even I overheard Amechi. Amechi is saying, why are you killing the IPOP? The IPOP, are they the problem in River State? Are they the IPOP? Are they the problem in the River State? They are not the problem in River State. Are you hearing me?
Yes, I can.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Amechi was telling him, IPOP is not the problem in River State. There are many things we should be doing.
Thank you for sharing this perspective. We'll take other calls so that the room can clear. But we hear you. I hope that your mom and your siblings stay safe. Don't encourage them to move. Let them just shelter in. Let them shelter and safe. That's the safe. And hopefully, at least within 24 hours, let us see if we can get some kind of. Let's see.
No problem.
The caller who called in and shared a view from the government, I know the caller. I have a relationship with the caller online here. So if within the first 24 hours I don't hear anything, I'm going to be typing and contacting the caller and say, hey, you were on Citizens Forum and you said the governor was likely to do this. What's up? So
but there is
the caller. So because of that respect I have for that caller, I'm going to allow that window and see what the government will do in the next 24 hours.
Okay, but there is something I need to say before then. Just give me some minutes. There is a caller.
I can give you 60 seconds, please, so that we can take other callers. The room is full.
Okay, there is a caller that called, said he want to share some content or whatever, or medicals and other things. See, you don't allow people to just come here to make mockery of what is happening. We don't give room for this. And I think he really close, he's also close to government, to Wike. That is why he's doing all these things to defend that young man. And my advice to Governor Wike is that I think he needs to come back. We love him. He's a man that everybody loves. I don't know the reason why he has changed overnight. You can do anything you can do to punish anybody for what they have done, but to take a life that you cannot create is beyond human imagination. God creates. You don't, as a human being, you don't take people's life. As a president, governor, you don't take people's life, because one day you will come down and people will be upon you, and you will be there to take the consequences that you have done. So I think you should calm down and to rethink. Thank you very much.
Brother. And have a great day and be safe, okay?
Thank you very much.
Okay. Hello, Williams. We're going to try.
Hi, Joy. Really? Can you hear me now?
Sure. Yes, we can. We can hear you.
Okay, that's great, because I just changed a laptop. I think I realized the fault is from the other of my laptop.
That's okay. Let's try to make it short so we can wrap up,
Yeah,
okay?
because it's
I'm
quite.
sorry, I know you've been waiting, so I apologize, please.
No problem. I'm just calling. Anyway, I'm just calling from German, and I only have 5 hours to go to work. Please, this issue of River State, Obigbo precisely. I think I can say I'm citizen of Obigbo. I'm an indigene of Obigbo because where I'm born and brought up, before Obigbo is being renamed Oyigbo, I was JSS1. And we don't know the reason why it should be renamed Oyigbo, not Oyigbo this, Oyigbo that, which the history did not tell us. But Rivers State Obigbo precisely is fully known as Obigbo. Maybe the new generation can never ever know why it was changed to Oyigbo. And I'm always weeping, sleeping every night before. But this time around, I cannot sleep anymore because I have my family over there. My mom is there. She's suffering from high BP. She has a heart problem. And anytime I ask her, please look for a way to go out, she told me everywhere is being blocked. Every day they are hearing shot of gun. How could such a woman live? Not only that, my senior brother, we don't know if she's still alive or not because the military barged into his house. And they made away with his handsets. After I met her, I've spoken with him. So now we don't know where his condition kept him. This is the only time we that live in Obigbo should know that Obigbo is not a place that you will share love with people of River State. I had a property in Obigbo. People told me, don't do. I said, no, I was born here and brought up here. I have to acquire the property. But now, I'm very sad to even think. I was telling my wife, I think I have to set this off. Now, this issue of Wike, this protest has been nationwide in Nigeria. And to be frank, I told some Nigerian youth, by the time you guys go in and think all is well, you guys are going to face a very heavy persecution. Some people didn't understand what I mean. When they lose the game of protest, demonstration, am I coming loud? Hello? Am I coming loud? Oh, I think, am I coming loud and clear?
Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. What I'm saying is, in order to cut you, I know you've been on for a long time, but in order to take other calls before we go, the thing is this, because we really have to wrap up. It's in 2 hours. What I'm hoping is this. Let's not dwell too long on this. We've had 2 hours into this program, but the caller that spoke from the government perspective, right? One thing I want to extract from that call was that in the next few hours, we will be hearing something from the government, that call is being relaxed, that the curfew is being relaxed. If in the next hours, I want you to do me a favor. I can't really see your full name on here, but please send us an inbox message and say you were the person who called on the program about your brother. If you're able to send somebody and to establish communication with your brother that he's fine, please let us know. We want to know that your brother is fine. I personally would love to know your brother is fine. That's one thing.
Exactly. And
you can take other calls because the line is packed and people have been waiting just like you were.
15 seconds now. Put it in record that some people have been killed and thrown into the river, Imo River in River State by the military. Make it be publicly update that a lot of youths were killed trying to cross the Imo River, boundary between River State and Abia State. And they were shot deadly and thrown into the Imo River in boundary between River State and Abia State. Just make it publicly announced that the whole world and international community should know about that, because this is underground killing that they don't want anyone to know. The masses
Then
of the
how are you able to know? How are you able to get that information?
yeah, there are eyewitnesses, because some guys ran into the buried pit. There is a place that is called Wanji in Obigbo. It's a dam below close to the Imo River. And they've seen it been happening, but they cannot be exposed where they were hiding. It's a question of, could this be possible if the military is going to people's house killing, closing the access of medias? That means that they can do something extraordinary. I must tell you the truth, in the presence of some guys there, they have thrown in more than 3 young guys in the river there. Only the
We're
witness
going to
of
throw it
the
out to the forum
guys
and see
were
if
there.
people have proof, because we want to go with proof. Even though people in the comment section are saying that some people are validating what you're saying on here, but we'll put it out on the forum and see if other people can validate what you're saying. But I want to say thank you so much for sharing this out. We'll take it we'll take it further. Okay.
Okay.
Please let's take other calls. Thank you. Pastor Chimeze, hello and good evening. Where are you calling from, please? We cannot hear you, sir. Okay.
Yeah, good evening. I'm calling from Austria.
Okay, great. And after her, we have Elizabeth. We have Elizabeth Matthew waiting. We have Mr. Ben. I think we lost Mr. Ben. Oh, okay, Mr. Ben is still on there. We have a packed room. We ask you to please make it short so that we can take all the callers, please, sir.
All right, thank you for
I know you've been
giving
waiting.
me
I apologize for keeping you waiting. Sorry.
there's no problem. There are a lot of people, because what is happening is so appalling. I can't believe that Wike, can be so callous. Sorry to use that word, because it's unbelievable.
What are
It's
your views
unbelievable.
on the situation on ground? We need to make it
It's
short.
It's
About 2 minutes.
unbelievable because this evening, I got a call from my friend. His younger brother, 20 years of old, guy was shot dead. His younger brother, a friend of mine here in Austria, his younger brother was shot dead. He called me this evening and was telling me that. On top of that, from his mother's brother as well, his uncle, was as well shot and killed by the military. So as I'm here now, I am so heartbroken. That if someone tell me this, if I see it in a revelation, I won't believe that Wike can be able, to, is it political appointment or what that could warrant you to kill your own blood in the name of what? Who do he want to please? Who do he want to please? When he was contesting, these are the people he's killing now, are the people that stood and fight for his second tenure. They were the people that the same military that he sent that were killing these people was the same military and the police that came after him. And these people was fighting, stood their ground to defend their vote. On his behalf. And because now, hello.
Yeah, we can hear you, but the line is
Hello?
lagging. Sure. Yeah, we can hear you, but
Can
the
you
line
hear
is
me?
lagging. Yes.
Can you? Okay.
The line is lagging. Well, can you wrap up in a little bit, please?
But can you hear me now?
Yes, sir. We can
Okay.
hear you.
So because of what? That he wants to kill the same people that helped him to. Is it okay now?
Yes, it is. But can you wrap up in about,
Oh,
30, 60 seconds, please, so that we can take the next call?
all right, all right, I will do that. So it's very, very. I don't know. I am really, really short of words.
Oh, we lost that call there. We lost that call.
He has his own
Oh,
children.
okay.
He has his own children. Let's assume that tomorrow he's there no more. What will become of his own children?
Hello, Elizabeth.
Yeah, hello, good evening,
Good
everybody.
evening, my sister.
Yeah, my name is Elizabeth Matthew, and I'm calling from Germany. In addition to what everyone has been saying, ma'am, please, this is not the time to talk. Mazi Omo Eriks has been talking. Mazi Nandikano has been talking. Mazi, what's his name in UK? He's also a social media activist also, and he's also a freedom fighter. He has been talking, we all has been talking on social media, but it seems all what we are saying is falling on deaf ear. Sorry to use this word, sorry to use this, everybody. I'm really sorry, but an animal is always an animal. When you meet, when you come across what's this called? Boa. It does not waste time before it go into action. Action speak louder than voice. Please, please, and please, before they will kill everybody, not only Obigbo, not only Lagos, not only Benin, we all are in danger. Nigeria has failed us, and there's nothing we can do about it. And what they are doing now is to make all tribes to go to fight, to start to fight each other. The only thing we can do to win this war, to bring back our country, to win this freedom, as to win this fight that we are trying to fight, to win this freedom of expression, this freedom of speech, is to go into action. Action, they say, speak louder than voice. If we should sit down and start to talk from morning till night, what they will do, they will still do.
So what do you propose, my sister? What do you think that we should do?
Everybody should come out, mass protests. We should shout, ma'am, if you have any, how do I say it now? If you have any contacts with the International Amnesty, you have any contact with, what's it called, the US president, if you have any contact with the top politicians in America or wherever, please contact them, tell them to go into action. Anybody who is working with the international whatever that they know they can help, everybody should come together and go into action, like informing, not only on social media platform.
Yeah, that we can do. Reaching
If
out to
people
our
don't
lawmakers,
come
our Congress
out
people, that
in
we can do.
mass. Now,
Yeah.
I just watched early last week. Is almost done here in Deutschland. I just watched when some boys went to do voodoo, and they were like trying to confront the soldier, while the soldiers and police are shooting at them, live ammunition. The thing was resisting. That is to show the zeal that they are tired. That is to show you how far the humans can go to get our freedom back. If not, Nigeria go turn to Libya. Nigeria will become a military zone. They will wipe everybody and bring it full, and even the Hausa people that they are using to fight us, just click IDP camp. I think IDP. You will see where they are. Some of their husbands are dead. Some have 8 children, 4 children. They are suffering, sleeping in slums. But still, they are using them to fight us. This governor Wike that I'm hearing every day, you people, like that lady said earlier, that she voted him, and this last caller said we love him. The other one is saying our father, just like the way everybody was clamoring and shouting for Buhari to come outside and give speech and to address the whole world, to address Nigerians. And finally, he came out and we were speechless, right? This Governor Wike that you people are saying you love, now you see what he is doing for you. Even when Papa Adeboye said this 2015, people was insulting him. No name where they not call that man. Suleiman said the same thing. See, let me say this. God said it. He said, I will forgive you for the mistake you make in the year 2017. But I will never forgive you in the same mistake Nigeria make in the year 2019. You know why? Because una see stone they come una eye, una no dodge am. Even when e don't come for the year 2015, year 2019, he come again, una no dodge am. Instead, you people were fighting for them to enter power. Now you have seen the result. Everybody should come out in mass. If not, they will kill you. Even TB Joshua said this, the same prophecy. Now it is what is going on now. It's just happening. TB Joshua said it in the year 2013, that a protest will come. Even the politicians will try to stop it in a way, but the next thing everybody will see is a mass revolution. That life will no longer matter to anybody in Nigeria. See, we that are here, I am a mother, we that are here, we are sleepless. The thing not reach us, but man, we are feeling the pain. Because when the international whatever deports any of us here, they are also taking us to Nigeria. And what are we going there to do? Nothing. Nothing.
Thank you.
They will still kill us. Please, please, and please, enough of this talking discussion already. We should jump into action. If not, they will wipe everybody. And there's nothing we can do about it. Nothing, absolutely nothing. Thank you,
I hear
ma'am.
you. Thank you, and God bless. And please call back again. I like your cruise. Thank you, and good night. Hello, Mr. Ben. Thank you for holding.
Hello, my sister. Thank you for having me. I'm very grieved in all ramification talking to you this evening. But what do we have to do? Well, I'm calling from Spain anyway. We still need to talk. I called my brother-in-law who lives in River State today, and what he was telling me about Obigbo, in fact, his cousin is there in Obigbo. He has not come out of his house for the past week. And from his window, he can see army going from house to house, picking young boys out, shooting some of them right in front of their house, some of them putting them in their vehicles and taking them away. Armored tanks rolling on the streets, fully armed military with all kind of weapons. In fact, some of them I see in the video, I saw military going with RPGs, going with armored tanks. I don't know if there's a kind of war in Obigbo. You see, people are talking about Wike, they love Wike, they love Wike. It's like Wike has deceived everybody. Wike, his character deceived everybody. The kind of love people were showing or talking about him seems something very deceptive. You know, that made me to start thinking about oligarchy. I think the Nigerian government is an expert into the battle of oligarchy. They know how to fight this battle and they know how to fight it well. Look at the NSAS protest that has been going on. You see what they did? Just came out and shoot innocent youths that were singing national anthem to put fear into the youths and to show them that they still have the power and they can do anything they like. Then in another form, the international communities are not doing much. They are not saying much. I don't know if the Nigerian lobbyists have lobbied so much that they cannot look towards what is going on in Nigeria, or it is because of their foreign policies against Africa and West Africa. Because I'm living in Europe and I believe that the West have a serious policy against Africa, that they never, no matter what is going on, they will not do anything or they will not talk anything. Because a lot have gone wrong in Africa and they never even lift a finger to help. You know, you remember the story of Rwanda. You remember the story of Congo. You remember a lot of wars that was fought here in this present time, not in the olden time, that the international community never cared about. So I don't know what we will do to get the attention of the international community.
Let's see how things pan out in the next 24 hours. Let's see, and I think we'll revisit it. We're going to keep talking. The international community can only do so much, but we, the citizens, have to help ourselves. We, the citizens, have to make a statement. The youth only just woke up a few weeks ago, but we have to keep that momentum. But let's give the government this 24-hour window. Enough is enough, but let's still give them the 24 window. Let's see what will happen, and we'll take it from there. But I think that two wrongs don't make a right.
Yes.
This will not be the last of this conversation. There has to be a way. And
Wike has to get those army away from there immediately. Immediately, those army should not be there by tomorrow morning. He should have to get the army away from there and let that Obigbo have their rest.
I totally agree. But again, it's already nighttime here. I don't know what time it is in Spain, but let's give this window.
Nighttime also. Well,
okay,
we're about
window.
some minutes after 11.
If you have people back home, please give them a message of hope. Let them know that one thing.
All my people are living. All my people are living in River State. Even as I'm talking to you, my mother is there now.
Please, let's just encourage them and let them know. Okay, let's see. 24 hours, because the person who called is someone that is not unknown to me, and he's someone that I have respect for. He's not a first timer. He's someone I do hold in high esteem, even though he didn't come on camera. He's someone I do hold in high esteem, and I'm going to take his word to the bank. And that is why I was relaxed with him, and I know that he will not speak or write or comment or anyhow or talk to us carelessly on this platform, faceless or not. So let's give that window, and we'll take it from there. And I definitely know we'll make our time again to revisit this issue. We will discuss them, and we'll know how far. Okay, the voice of the people is the voice of God, and we're going to make it happen. We're going to use our platform here to speak for those back home who cannot speak. So thank you for being patient to get on this platform. But let's take all the callers.
I don't know when this platform comes online, because I'm just scrolling through my Facebook and I saw you. I'm not.
Please, just hit the two things. If it's the first time, make sure you like the page and turn on the notifications. So when next we're live, you'll be one of the first to know. We're here. We discuss news, politics, and keep you updated. We discuss issues. Okay? We really discuss issues. Apart from keeping us updated on news that's going on, we hold our forums like this to discuss issues. So today it could be River State. Tomorrow it could be what was the last week? It could be Indonesia. It could be issues. We have interviews. We really keep it interactive, but pretty much on issues that have to do with us. So it could be Benue State tomorrow. It could be anywhere, but we want to get together as one to continue to, talk on issues that affect us as citizens. So let's take all the calls and clear, because we have to go in about 10 minutes. This is the third time I'm saying 10 minutes. So we've added 30 minutes to this platform. But thank you, Ben, and good night. Okay, so I have two callers. Hello, Sunday. You've been on for too long. And I have, okay, Sunday.
Yeah. Am I coming out here?
Yes, sir.
Good evening from here.
Good evening, sir. Please do us a favor. Let's keep it short so we can take other callers before we end.
Okay. I'm Sunday calling from UAE.
Okay.
I want to just apologize to my fellow Igbo and to tell them that what Wike is doing is not agreement of all the rivers. It's just that devil entered him and he want to do it himself. He want to do it alone. Because I don't see the reason why Wike, if Wike want to do anything about IPOB in rivers, he should not take only Obigbo, because Obigbo, you know, Obigbo is the only people that live in Obigbo. The most populated people in Obigbo is Igbo people. So now, if he say that he want to, you know, do chase IPOB out of River State, he will say the whole River State, both all other places, yes, all other places. He will say that no IPOB in River State should come out, or no IPOB in River State, not only Obigbo. But see what he's doing. He just chooses only Obigbo for Igbo people to think that the rivers are against the rivers are against Igbos. Maybe the non-speaking Igbo in rivers are against the Igbo-speaking rivers. So he's trying to put two heads together. People that love themselves, he's trying to make them hate themselves. But we can't hate ourselves because there is IPOB that is not speaking Igbo in rivers. There is IPOB that is speaking Igbo in rivers. So what Wike is doing is what he will pay. He will pay himself. He will pay, he and his children, he will pay. Because you can't kill another people's children and your own will be. Now I'm here in UAE talking, so I don't want to talk much because I'm not in Biafra land. If it happened that I'm there, you die once, you don't die twice. But let him know that he is not doing this to only Igbo in rivers. He is doing it to all the rivers. Nobody is happy about what he's doing. Nobody. He is doing it alone. He's doing it alone. Look at what is happening in rivers now. That Obigbo. Nobody is talking anything about it. Even this world is deaf, putting deaf ear on it. If you show anybody the video, they will tell you that this video is not real. Is the doctored video? You know, they will be talking one rubbish or the other, which means they don't want to do anything. So we have to do.
Thank you. We have to take this conversation again. No matter what happens in the next 24 hours, we're going to have to revisit this. Regardless, it's not going to be, no matter what the government does in the next 24 hours, this will be revisited. But thank you for your input, sir. Please like our page. We need your input. I want you to land. I like your perspective. Sorry that it seems that we're cutting you off, but I want us to take other calls so that we can take as many before we get off. Thank you, sir. That was a very great one from Mr. Sunday. He apologized on behalf of the Rivers people that look, Wike is acting on his own. He's not. He doesn't speak for everybody. He speaks for himself alone. So I do want to say a very big, say apologies really for on behalf of the people of, I would say, people of River State. Don't think that everybody is turning on you. That's His Excellency Governor Wike. He's carrying the matter on his own. So it's not just about, it's not a collective thing. And that's the angle where he's coming from. So let's take, we have 2 more calls here and then we'll call it a day. Hello, Robert.
Yeah, how you doing? Can you hear me?
I can hear you loud and clear. Good evening, sir.
All right, good. Yeah, I've been seeing you on Facebook, and I appreciate the work you're doing out. I wish to push you up, it's really disheartening with the trend of events, more especially with the one that is happening in Obigbo, So,
where are you calling from, sir?
I'm sorry. I should have introduced myself. Okay, like you said, my name is Robert. I'm calling from a city called Tyler in Texas, United States. Yeah, that's where I live with my family. So the situation is very pathetic, very horrible. Even though it's nothing new, though that we envisaged it, we saw it coming. But unfortunately, the dimension it is taking is very, very dangerous. Not long ago, I used to follow Invent in Nigeria. This same Wike, who has made it a point of duty to practically exterminate his Igbo kids and kids, was begging, the Igbos for support when the federal government that he now is supporting against his own people were after him. He alleged then that the military who are now supporting him against his own people were out to get him. They're kind of using him as a pawn. The federal government is, they are now diverting their attention instead of focusing on what is going on in the Boko Haram area, like in Northwest Bruno. They have shifted it. This has been their strategy all along, to gain an inroad in the Southeast, because it's an age-long agenda, to deal with the Igbos. Now they have found a willing tool in the person of Wike. Like so many speakers have said, he has digged a grave for himself. Unfortunately, I have to say this, I'm a Christian, I hate taking life, but it pains me so much what the Igbos have been through and the effort we are making to ensure that things are normalized. All we're fighting for is equity. If things are done properly in Nigeria, there wouldn't have been any need for Nnamdi Kanu and IPOB to emerge in the first place. But the precarious situation will have widened to such an extent that a lot of young people are finding and getting refuge in the message of Nnamdi Kanu. You see, and I don't know. I appreciate what you're doing, and I hope that you bring, this thing that is happening right now to the attention of the power of the, because I can see that you have connections to get at them. They have to stop this fortweight. Most of us are not going to keep quiet. We're doing our best. We're going to meet our congressmen here. After the elections, they'll be willing to listen to us, and they're going to take action. And we don't
Whatever
want
we have to do.
Yeah, and I don't want a situation. This is the angle is getting to. There's a lot of unemployed young people in Nigeria. There are a lot of Igbo people or some sympathizers outside of the country who are willing to start bringing in dangerous weapon. And once it falls into the hands of this ball, what happened in Somalia or happened in Liberia years back is going to be a child's play with what is going to happen in Nigeria. Because these boys now feel they don't have anything to lose. And that is what the current government don't seem to understand. You can imagine a situation where about 50,000 or 100,000 young men, idle young men, lays their arm on guns. So the conflict that will emerge out of it, will be hard to contain. And we've made the international community. You see, the international community, we've made them to understand this. They're talking about refugee crisis. The refugees that will emerge if any conflict comes up in Nigeria will submerge both Europe and the United States. And they can't do anything. So, something needs to be done urgently to rectify this, to stop this incessant killing, unwarranted killing of innocent people. Before it is too late.
Thank you for sharing your perspective.
Yeah.
One thing that we will do on our end here is to continue to create this platform for us to share our views and bring awareness to the issues on ground.
Yeah.
And it takes people like you to keep voicing your concerns. And we have to take it to the next step.
Honestly,
we have to amplify their voices and continue to raise awareness. I've always said, let's give the government 24 hours and see where the next step will be.
I appreciate that.
Let's see. He will bow.
Yeah.
I pray that he does hear the voice of reason.
Yeah, he better.
That's let's see. That would really determine a lot.
Well, because amnesty will not solve any problem, because they've said that it's just.
So we'll take it the next step.
All right.
Thank you, sir. Thank you,
Right,
and
we'll
have
keep
a
in
great
touch.
night.
I know you too.
Certainly.
All
Okay.
right.
Good evening.
Very good evening to you, Joy. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Okay, thanks. So I appreciate what you're doing. To be fair, I've been following
Thank
you
you.
on Facebook. You might have noticed. I live in
Thank
the
you, sir.
UK. I'm calling from the UK, and I just feel very sorry about what's happening. But I mean, the bottom line for me is a lot of things have been going on in recent times. You know, there have been plenty of demonstrations. You know, the one that was started. I know. You see, what started as a microcosm of what Sowore picked up back in this last election is what has eventually metamorphosed into this thing. A lot of people might not see it that way, but that's the way it is. The bottom line is there is no leadership in the country. I'm not an IPOP person. I'm a Nigerian, and I know I've just spoken to one of my younger ones back home, and I was asking, I've lived in Port Harcourt, and I know the Obigbo road that leads to Aba. That road, I'm told, is still exactly the same way, if not worse, as we speak. So these people who come into governance and they come to represent the people, so to speak, and at the end of the day, it turns out that they are only fighting for their interests. They need to be brought to book. And I know that a lot of people are poor and they cannot help the situation back home. And so it behoves on us, those of us that are outside the country, to be able to do a lot of coordination amongst ourselves for sensitization and palpable action. These guys need to be brought to book, and we need to start sounding it to them, regardless of the states. It doesn't end with Wike. Anyone who is in a position of leadership. I gave a very simple analogy earlier on to my younger one, and I'm like, in your home, what you do at home, if you're married, you've got a wife, you've got a kid, you've got siblings or people that live with you, you give them instructions on what to do, and they don't do it, there should be reactions. There should be, punishment. There should be consequences for these things. But a lot in Nigeria, it just goes away. And this thing comes right from the top. It cascades down from the top leadership, from the presidency down to someone who is a counselor. When there is a lack of leadership, things just happen the way they are. And so what's happening in River State, and funny enough, I saw one guy come over on this platform and made a caricature and was just laughing about the whole issue. People have lost their life. I listened to the lady that said the mom there's no way to get medicine for her. And somebody is just laughing and saying, we should hear from both sides. Yeah, we know. But we are not kids.
No. In that angle, you see, when someone works with the government, they have or has access. They have. You see, we in the line of the work that I do, we're trained to hear from both sides, no matter how bad. Because if you shut your ears to the other angle, you don't have information. In my work, I work with information. I cannot shut anybody out who's giving me information. Information is life for me. It's like water. So in this angle, what we've gotten from this conversation tonight, or what we got from that caller, is that the governor will be making an announcement any moment from now. So I said in the next 24 hours, we will likely get an answer on the curfew. That curfew, I'm hoping that it will be relaxed in its entirety, or something, some modification to that curfew to allow people get some kind of movement to be able to get healthcare or get access to the bank or something. The military has to go. This is not a military dispensation. One. Now, we've also understood from that conversation that there is going to be a number for healthcare, or a number for them to reach. So if for any reason that number is made available and people call and they're not able to get help, then that's a problem. Now that caller, even though that caller was faceless, I happen to know who that caller is.
Right.
I happen to know that caller. So if for any reason in the next 24 hours we don't get anything, I know who to text. I'm like, hey, bros, what's up now? You came on Citizens Forum, we didn't hear anything from you. That's a conversation for another day. What's up with the governor? Or bros, what's up? We need to. I believe in lobbying.
And in politics, you cannot be fighting. You cannot get anything. I believe in mediation. So the governor will have to have this forum to dialogue with his people. He said the governor is not Hitler. Okay, we got to see it happen. So the governor at this point is the father of the state. He's also the chief security officer of the state. What he did was inhumane. There is no justification for that action.
Whatsoever.
None whatsoever. So I don't want to really say too much because I have just heard there will be something done. So my blood is coming down. I want to wait until 24 hours. That's why I'm like, okay.
Fair enough.
Let me now see. So it's after then that 24 hours that I don't hear anything, or we don't hear any, or we don't see any statement from the government. Then I'm like, okay, okay. So that is my position on that.
Okay, fair enough. I do agree with that. Just to wrap up, you see, I probably missed out on most of what the guy said, because of the latency.
A snippet will be posted on here. A snippet will be posted, but I'm going to have to end the call so we can get, because the day is far spent and we really have to. We're reaching a 3-hour mark, and we have a few callers that have to come in. We have Chimeke on the line. We have a few callers that we need to bring in to really close out and zip up the call. But this is what I'm going to promise you, sir.
Yeah.
You're calling from the UK. I know it's very late over there. What I promise you is this: please be subscribed. I hope you're subscribed to the page. Let's keep an eye on River State. We will not keep silent. What I do promise you is that this platform will continue to serve as an avenue for citizens to air their views. So this matter will not end in just this broadcast.
Okay.
Talking will not do much. I believe in action. That is why I'm like, we don't talk finish. It's going on 3 hours. Let's leave time. We have heard. We empathize with the victims. We empathize with people who are crying. I don't know if you heard of Norma, the lady who called in talking. I don't know when you tuned in. There was a sister who called in here, even a brother who called in here talking about his aunt who was pretty much battling with low BP. That's just one of the many stories we've heard. There are people who don't have people. Okay, a brother from Canada, and that sister who called from the community itself. We've had passionate calls. We've had someone whose brother was killed today. A guy who called in from Austria, whose friend's younger brother was just killed today by the military this evening. The matter plenty. We cannot just settle and hear everything out today. But what I say is, it's sad. Let's leave room. Give that 24-hour window. It's already almost morning in Nigeria. It's already almost a new day in Nigeria. We'll revisit this matter. For me, the US elections is on Tuesday. I'm going to be very busy from tomorrow, but I'm still going to make our time. We're still going to have this conversation and discuss this matter. We'll keep an eye, keep the page updated on what's going on. So I want to say thank you, sir. Let's take other calls.
Okay. Thank you.
Hello, Chidozie. Good evening, and where are you calling from? We cannot see you. We cannot hear you. Next. Hello, Chimeke.
Hello.
Yeah, you're back. Good evening, my brother.
Good evening, I'm
close
back.
it up real quick. Sure.
I believe network has been giving having a little bit of issue.
That's okay. That's okay.
Anyway, I just want to make it brief, brief and precise. A lot of things haven't heard a lot of coming from other people. My heart, I'm really sad. I'm really sad because Wike has failed. You know, this is a governor that a lot of people trust. A lot of people, he has earned their trust over time. I've been looking back what played out in Edo State. He stood against godfatherism and all that. And everybody, in fact, he even earned more trust on people. And everybody loved him. But What he's doing now in Rivers State, in Oyibo, like I said earlier, I was born and brought up in Oyibo local government, Oyibo. And my mother was in Oyibo too. But what is happening in Oyibo there is an eyesore. If you look at the development in Oyibo, it still remains the way it is up to date. Their
That's
roads
sad.
are bad, no development whatsoever. Now, we should ask Wike, what development has Wike brought to Oyibo? What impact has he, contributed in Oyibo ever since he emerged as the governor in Oyibo? This is a question we need to ask Wike. Then why is he now imposing a curfew, killing, bringing killings to people that doesn't even want to, people that believe in him and believe in his government? I believe personally that he's playing the script. He's really playing the script for authority that be. Because if you look at it very well, look at the north, for example. Upon the killings that are happening in the north, Fulani has been killing people, Boko Haram killing people. How many times did the governor of Borno State, all right, impose a 24 hours curfew? Even have they proscribed Fulani herdsmen as a terrorist group up to today? Have they? Maybe if they have, I don't know. But why is it when it comes to the south, we can't, I don't know. In the south, I don't know how we perceive ourselves.
We're gonna have to, I've said earlier, I think that it is very important that we also should revisit this beyond this curfew thing. This is bad enough. There's no justification, and I'm not in any position to. Even if I am, I will not. For the life of those young men that have been taken out, I will not justify whatever happened in the last 10 days. I will not stand with it. I will stand against it. I will speak against it. And this platform will not stand for it. However, it will offer an opportunity for the government to really say why this happened, why we got. I cannot understand why we got here. There are always two sides to a story, but the night is far spent. Unfortunately, we can't really continue this too long.
And I really need to, sorry to cut you short. I don't want, if there's any help we have to render to these people, I think this platform will serve like a gap between us and them. If there's any way we can help these people, like a contribution, helping them to see how we can bring relief to them, I would love to help.
Yeah, we don't have anyone in Port Harcourt really. I would love to. We whatever we're going to do, we'll like to do it. I think we'll throw it out to the forum openly, so that we'll be transparent, or we'll get somebody that we can trust. So nobody can just carry our money and bounce, because a lot of people will bring in. So it has to be transparent, whatever we'll have to do. Also, Nelson from Canada was trying to get in touch with you. He wants your number. So please send me your number inbox so that I can forward it over to him.
Okay.
If he reaches out, I don't think he's in the chat room. He wants to reach out to. He's also from your community as well. His mother or his aunt was having issues, so I think I think it's important that whatever we're doing, and for anyone who's watching, there's over 1,000 of us on here now. What we're doing for River State, I would love us to do for Benue, for Taraba, for Nasarawa, for Borno. That is what this platform is. It's not because it's the South, it's the South, the East, or the West. No, this is really the vision for this, really, because it could be anybody. We are all leaders of tomorrow. When soldiers shot citizens in Lagos at Lekki, they did not shoot, they say, this one is from Benue, this one is from Rivers. They shot, people died. So, and blood is blood. There is no yellow blood, green blood. Blood is blood. So whatever we have to do to support our own, even if we have to start now, let's start. So in terms of those who are asking about donations, please keep it for now. Let's get a clear head as to what's going on, but definitely we do need help. You can send via inbox. We'll have to look for a way, because we can't help so many. It has to be a way, because one, now we don't know who we can't they're not able to get money from the machine. What's called it from the? They can't go to the bank. Are we giving them individually? How are we going to, distribute? What are we going to do? Or who's going to coordinate it there? Do we have a contact person there who's going to help them? I would prefer to deal with a citizen of the land there, So those are things that we'll have to think behind the scenes. Let's talk behind the scenes and see how we can, see what we can do. Joseph is saying, listening from River State. Joseph, okay. Yeah, we'll let's talk behind the scenes, and
all right.
Let's see again. 24 hours. Let's see what the government is planning to do, so that if we're doing anything as a group, crowdfunding and putting out anything on the platform, we'll know how the money will go and who's doing what. Even if it's airtime, water, donation, whatever we can do. We should be. And again, let's patronize people who are on ground entrepreneurs. If you know you have a store, if you're watching this, if you have a shop, you sell goods, you should please reach out to us so that we can promote your business for you, so that people can patronize you, or we can patronize you with this money that people are going to donate. There's no point going to ShopRite or going to all those big name stores when we can support you. Right? Am I on the same page with you?
You're right. You're right.
So let's support our own, no matter how small your shop is, whatever you do. If you're selling baby clothes, what else? We'll articulate all these things and put it out so people can, food items. If you're doing yam or whatever, your tomatoes, water, anything, let's start from there. Okay.
All right.
So we'll strategize. So Chimeke, please reach out via inbox.
I will.
And let me clear my head. It's going to be very busy for this last 2 days. In the next 2 days, but we'll work it out. Okay.
All right.
Thank you so much, guys. Let me take Joseph, and then we'll call it a day.
All right.
Good night. Hello, Joseph. Good evening. I can't hear you. Good evening.
No.
Good evening.
Right? Yeah, good evening. You can hear me, right?
We can hear you. Please, can you just make it short? Yes, sir. We can hear you.
Okay, first of all, I want to thank you for the job you're doing over there. Seriously, I really appreciate you, and God will bless you. Actually, Obigbo has been I live in the River State here, and I teach. As a teacher, I know how educationally it has affected a lot of things, and also business-wise. So many people are feeding from hand to mouth. You don't understand what I'm talking about. We are just coming back from the lockdown because of the pandemic. All of a sudden, the same Obigbo Wike declared curfew. I made it clear on his page that you have outright hatred for Igbo people. No matter how he tries to cover it up with politics or whatever, this is outright hatred. Now, you declared curfew, and you also said that the soldiers should fish out IPOB members. What is he talking about? Now, okay, these people respected you and stayed at home. On staying at home, the next thing you did was to use soldiers to search for young men you kidnap or molest or do whatsoever. Seriously, something has to be done, especially the curfew. He has to relax it. Since last Wednesday till now, the curfew has been on. People are at home. They can't even go out to withdraw money to feed their family. Food item prices in the market is escalating every day. Seriously, it's not funny down there in Oyigbo. People are suffering. The level of poverty right there is on the increase every day. I have been out of job since April the pandemic started. I know how I've been feeling. Okay, the little kids I teach around there, their parents have been crying because they stopped them because of the curfew. I can't even go. A lot of things. Let him just relax it. Let people go about their business. He is the chief security officer of the state. If he should find a way to tackle the problem, let him do it. Not to place curfew for almost 2 weeks right now. That is the height of heartlessness. Is it because he's rich or something? Seriously, Auntie Joy, I believe something has to be done about it. He's a human being, just like the former caller said. He's the one that wrote the script, he's acting out. He is the one that will organize the executive meeting and take decisions. Wike can definitely do that. So please, kindly do something about it. That's all I gotta say. And for the contributions you want to make, I really appreciate it. And others, so God will bless you for me. Thank you.
Well, thank you so much, Joseph, and thank you for waiting. Hello, Chidozie. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. Yeah, sorry, I was talking, probably I don't know I was muted. Can you
No
hear me?
problem. Yeah, we can hear you.
All right. It's quite unfortunate what is happening in Obigbo. Yes, I have about 3 family there. I'm calling you from Lagos. I've been calling them at least every 3 hours in a day to make sure to know that they are alive. And what is happening there is uncalled for. It's a war. Wicked. At least time, first of all, he shut down Ikoku, where Igbos are doing their business. He shut it down. And the next thing is to declare war. You know that this area have been dominated by only Igbos. You declare war at them. And this thing I'm talking to you now is this my family, they are like my in-laws, they are there. The other one, the wife is pregnant, the other one with children. What they do is in the night, they will run to bush to go and sleep. And in the daytime, they will come out. And coming out now, they are going to stay in their house. And they have been drinking, soaking gari and bread and water to survive, to sustain, at least to put something in their belly. Is what is going on. And what it does is to go house to house. They will bring people, what I'm saying, men, women, youth, teenagers. They will kill. You know that Nigeria army, they are barbarians. They are only gallant when it comes in terms of to use them to rig election and to kill their armless citizens. Nigeria cannot win a war. They are our military. They are good to kill their innocent citizens. That's what they are good at. Imagine what is happening. Sometimes I question myself, this country that doesn't value the life of their own citizen. The worst thing a country, a nation can do is to take the right to take the life of your own citizens. Even in the point of singing your national anthem, that's to say that is a banana republic. Nigeria is gone and is finished forever. That is what is happening. And it's a high time people should talk and begin to say something about what is happening. Because if you say you are keeping quiet without saying anything, it might not be your turn today. But I'm telling you, tomorrow it might be your turn. It might be your own child. It might be your own family. These people are wicked. They are very wicked. For what wicked has done is not just something that we can just forehand and close their ear and think that nothing is happening. Wike has created a enmity between the rivers and the Igbos. I'm telling you, this can never be forgotten in the land, in the history, because this thing is what that they did, even though during the time of civil war, this thing happened, and now Wike is trying to play the same game again. You are creating an enmity between you and your brothers. I'm an Igbo man, and what that has happened is what I can never forget in my life. And even today, as I'm talking to you, I don't even know. I just spoke with one of my in-law this evening. When I called him, he said that from the location they had, is like the military, they have started moving them down towards say Chinda area, but they are still in that vicinity. You understand? But my sister, I'm telling you, people, if you begin to count people that have lost their life in this mess, is uncountable. The youth, vibrant youth, people, they say these are the future of this nation, the future of this nation that you call that the country belongs to them. You kill them like animal. Even far are being respected than the way military are killing our innocent youth, the way they are wasting, shedding blood on the street. They shoot at this is not that whoever they shoot aside, as long as you're a human being, you are moving, they will kill you. And he said this is a country. This one a country, is an animal kingdom. People that doesn't value the life of their own cities is worse than banana republic. I pray that God will help us, because the way it is now, I'm telling you, it has gone beyond what we are thinking it is. And nobody should come here and play politics with what is happening in Obigbo. He said that nobody should blame Wike, that Wike doesn't know what is happening. Who said that? Who signed the executive order? Who invited the military? Who put the ransom? You are declaring IPOB. How many people do you know that is an IPOB member? If I'm not an IPOB, you just kill me because you say I'm an Igbo. It's not done that way. It's not done. And I mean, this country, I don't know where we are going to. Our life is in danger. See what happened in Lekki? Our life is in danger. Our life is seriously in danger in this country. If people that are outside there might not know what is happening. But I'm telling you, thousands are dying every day here in Nigeria. And nobody's talking about it. They shut down the media. Nobody. If you talk, they will shut you down. That is what is happening in Nigeria. Nigeria is a mess. And it's only God. It's only when God, even God intervening in this situation, I don't know. So it's high time people begin to speak up. It's high time people begin to speak out. Or all of us will perish here. Because they have assigned us to be killed. The youth have been assigned to killed. You kill us in election, you kill us in a protest, you kill us even though when we did not communicate any. You know, imagine what is happening in Lagos. The police going on. You are going on the street, they will arrest you. Say you're a hoodlum. You arrest women, you arrest old men. Say they are hoodlums. They are the one that break the warehouse. I have who, my dear sister. I don't know this country. It's only God knows where we are heading to. And I pray one day this mess will end. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Chido. That was a very passionate one. I thank you. Thank you, everyone. Over 1,000 of us on here. Thank you so much for your time this evening. Change has to come. Thank you, Mr. Joseph. You have pledged support. Thank you. We're going to revisit this event. For those who are just tuning in, I did say earlier that we're going to allow the next day, once daybreak. Let's see if the government will issue a statement relaxing the curfew and the position of the military presence there in Obigbo community. People need to get access to healthcare. Some people don't have water. There's a comment here in the comment section from let's see. Says close to 2 weeks now, we have no food or water, no light, no means of going out. Wike and his army have been killing our beloved brothers and sisters in cold blood. Most of us have been sleeping in the bushes for days now. Our mothers are dying of low and high blood pressure. We really need help from you people out there. God bless as we hear from you guys. A lot of people have expressed this. So if you're in diaspora, if you're in Nigeria outside of River State and you would like to assist, please indicate, reach out to us. Once things sort out, we're trying to encourage the entrepreneurs on ground in River State. We're going to put out information so that you can patronize them there. We'll advertise for you so that people will know where to shop. Details will be announced. We'll put out on the page. But we're with you. I bring you a message of hope. Please be strong and stay prayerful. Pray unto the God you serve. Hold unto the God you serve. Change has to come. We will not keep quiet. We will keep talking. And we are with you. We'll be with you all the way. I'm sorry that this is where we are. And I'm sorry that we're going through all of this.
IPOB masterminded the killing of our gallant officers and men of Nigerian police and the army. We want to say clearly that as Rivers State government, we will support you to make sure that the perpetrators of this heinous crime do not go free. Enough is enough. We can't continue to kill our policemen who have not done anything, who have not caused any crisis, just because they volunteered to protect our lives. And then they become a tool to be killed Anyhow, there are families today, those families who will cater for them.